welcome to... What is this again? What do we do? What is this called again, Sarah?
What's up, gamers?
Traveling to Volskaya Industries.
Welcome to Tuesday Overwatch. I feel like we would get so many more viewers if I was just a little bit more obnoxious.
Probably.
Like,
yeah. And if I
I
had,
don't know,
like,
should I be obnoxious?
No,
Or like, maybe
I think
you should just be obnoxious.
You should be obnoxious, but we should have a webcam of me on the stream, and I should have a low-cut top. And then the combination of our two powers combined, my tits and your obnoxiousness, that is what will get us the views. Alright, and
So
I've just got fired, so it was nice being on
Someone needs to clip that
PixelSift.
out for me, and
It was nice being on PixelSift, everyone. Thank you very much. I've had a lovely time. I'll take my leave now.
Yep. Fantastic. Just gotta capitalize on that patriarchy right there. Just do that. Just like, sorry, did I?
This has officially been my worst PixelSift moment ever.
No, I think your worst PixelSift moment was when you admitted that like you felt alive when buying a kettle. I think that was.
I don't know.
That was a pretty
I think
low point in your career.
Yeah, no, that you're right. You're right. You're absolutely right.
Holy shit.
Are you proud of what I've become, Mitch?
No,
compared to back
not
in high school
really.
days?
I'm just not surprised.
Oh. I like to think I have a much more interesting personality than back when I was in high school.
I don't know. It's like it seems
disagree
like
with that if
everybody
you want.
thinks they were more interesting in high school, but really everyone in high school was just milquetoast and like edgy.
Yeah, you're right.
Like,
Yeah, no, I very much was.
yeah, it's like, oh, look at this thing. It's such a big deal. And like, no, it's not. It's not a big deal.
Now I just don't care anymore. Because kettles are the most exciting part of my life, evidently.
It's like, oh wow, kettles. Hey Hanzo, what's up, dude?
What's up, Hanzo gamers?
Hanzo like a fucking Christmas tree. It was
I don't know
amazing.
how to play Junkrat. I thought I'd play Junkrat because he's fun and I used to play him, but I don't know how he controls on PS4.
How did I eject all the way out here? That was... Uh-oh, forget it now. Alright, here we go. Uh-oh. What the hell is this? Where am I getting... Well, I'm glad Moira's having fun.
Which I could have fun as Moira.
Sniper. I'm so glad Diva's pistol is like automatic. It would be very annoying if it wasn't.
Yeah. You know, it's really funny. For a very long time, I didn't realize it was.
No, neither did I. Yeah, like too long.
And like Squint saw me playing one day. I think it was on PS4. He was like, "You know, it's an automatic pistol, right?" And I just looked at him with like a look of just deep sadness and horror. Like for so long, like on PC, I've just been smashing left click with my index finger whenever I play Diva, and God, the pain.
I'm actually becoming pretty good at Diva.
Nice. Diva's really fun. Like, since she's actually like become like a viable tank, she's just so good.
Well,
Like
I think
for so
like,
long she
there
was
are-
just
I think-
too weak.
Yeah, I
felt
think
like.
there's a certain mindset regarding every different character. Like, because they all play so differently, you need to like get yourself in the zone for each character. So I like to embody like certain aspects of like, you know, mental ideas when I play characters. So for example, Diva, you just pretend you're a rabid dog, and that's essentially what you need to do to be good at your Diva.
Yeah, but like the thing is, like, you got to be a rabid dog that has boundaries. Like, you can't just like, because like so often, I mean, it's kind of viable to rush in, but you have to rush out.
Yeah.
Like, equally. Like, you can't take a team by yourself as Diva, but like you can definitely cause them hell as Diva. All the same. I think it's all about getting that balance right. But I absolutely agree. I am a mad rabid dog when I play Diva.
I got ult.
That's half the fun
One
of
thing
her
I
is
have no
you
idea how
can
to
just
use is
rush in
Diva's
and rush
ultimate.
out.
I have no idea
Yeah,
how to use D.Va's ultimate.
I mean, with that, I definitely recommend combining it with the thrusters, and then you probably slot.
Absolutely, yeah.
And with D.Va, I don't care if I don't get kills with their ult. It's more like a big area or a space denial. Like if you put that on a point, everyone runs away or they shield. Like everyone kind of has to like get out of the way. So even if you don't get kills, it gives your team time to catch up with you and time to like get a bigger defense so you can take a point back.
All right, why not? Oh, whatever. Oh no, all those mines. No. Wow. I guess that's one way to clear the mines.
Yeah. Just really fucked up Hammond.
Junkrat. Well, that was a relatively good start.
Yeah. Hey, what's
Don't
up,
get used
Moody
to that.
Manic?
Hey, Monik, how are you?
Play of the game.
Exactly, Monik. Oh, look, you got to play the game.
Oh, okay.
Nice, look at you.
Oh, this was pretty good. I mean, I killed like one per. Wait, did I even ult? No, I didn't.
No,
ult.
no, you.
Wow.
Oh, you denied another one. You denied the
Nice.
That was cool.
I got an endorsement for that. That's sweet. Well, it looks like I'm playing Junkrat today.
Nice. That's just bringing to the stupidest thing I've seen. I don't really understand that sentence, Xander.
Not enough players. But this is Tuesday Overwatch.
Don't they know who we are?
Oh, well, I'm gonna be honest, Moody. In regards to there being a community for rabies lovers, there's a community for
Wait, there's a
literally
community
anything.
for rabies lovers?
Dude, there's a community for anything under the sun, and if you ignore it, then your life is just.
Wait, I don't even. Wait, what part of the internet are you going to, Xander? Where there's
Tumblr.
rabies
I've literally
lovers?
seen blogs on Tumblr
Really?
where someone was just like, "Oh yes, I found a
I'm
human
into
that had
that.
rabies, and I got her to bite me, and now I have rabies, and I resist the." Literally, I read this on someone's Tumblr bio, and they're like, "And I resist the urge to bite people by biting into raw meat sometimes." I'm just like, "Go be edgy somewhere else." mate."
Go be edgy. Nice.
It's just really at that point. I'm sorry, I can't take that seriously. Just like,
But
that's
that's not.
okay.
That's like some role-playing thing, though. They don't actually do this.
Huh? No, I'm pretty sure they do. But that's
mean-
just the beauty of the internet, I guess.
I
And
mean, you know-
you know what is also the beauty of the internet? You can just block those people and completely ignore them and forget they exist.
Sorry, I'm eating as well. Sorry.
That's okay.
I'm eating.
I'm probably gonna go get food in a bit too. It's like lunchtime. Now that is a terrible fetish, Manik. Garfield's head on Pamela Anderson's body.
Oh, I'm looking that up right now.
Oh my god.
No, I'm not.
This is Tuesday Overwatch.
Wait,
everyone.
what
Let's
Pamela
keep this shit
Anderson though?
PG.
Like Baywatch Pamela Anderson or like current
Oh my
Pamela
God.
Anderson? Because like those are two
Both.
different people.
What? Just Mitch, consider both. Yeah.
Because I
That's
don't know if
an image
anybody
that I
saw
wanna
the
get rid
recent Baywatch movie. If you haven't seen it, I would recommend it if you want to like if you're feeling too intelligent one day. And you just want to see something like the Baywatch movie taught me one thing. Oh yeah, like circa 90s. Yeah, okay. I mean, Pamela Anderson was pretty much it, right, in the 90s. But like, if you want to be convinced that The Rock can pretty much carry any movie with his giant arms, it's that movie. Like, The Rock is awesome in that entire movie, and the movie is terrible. Like, if you just go, oh hey, let's put The Rock in the porno, the Saturday morning porno remake. Okay, cool. And it's hilarious. And then you know who's actually pretty good in it? Zac Efron's actually pretty good in it too.
Huh.
I feel like Zac Efron is like slowly shaking off his High School Musical Firefly days.
Thank God.
Yeah.
I
But
mean,
he's
thank God
actually
for his
pretty-
career's sake, because
I
I'm sure the
think-
guy's pretty tired of that.
Yeah, I'll pretty much watch any Zac Efron movie because I think he's actually pretty funny. Like those that Neighbors movie where he was like the frat boy.
I don't
Fuck,
recall.
What was that called? I think the movie was called Neighbors. Anyway, he was a frat boy in that, and he was next to like Seth. He was living next to Seth Rogen and his like wife,
Yeah.
and like he moves in next door, and that was pretty funny.
Oh, American media.
Some might say that we're playing American media.
Well, I mean, technically, we're in like an American diner.
We're on the American
Become the
map.
reality.
Look how meta this is and edgy this is.
Yeah, man, I could really go for a burger right now. And some, how do you say in an American? Fries?
I would like some baked potatoes, please.
I could really go for a soda right now.
Monica, is any of this hitting? You know, like.
Yeah, are we communicating? Are we communicating with you correctly? Oh, I'm sorry, French fries.
Oh, sorry.
Oh.
Why are they called French fries? That I'm looking up right now.
That is actually food for thought. Like, why? Literally, no pun intended.
Good one,
Why? Thank you. I'm here all week. But like that is curious. Like why is like French fries like such like the colloquialized term? I guess because like you kind of just evolved into fries, and like
because like
fries are distinctly
seem
different.
like the most
Fries are
un-French
different
thing
than
ever.
chips. Fries are different than chips, but chips can also be fries. Like I don't know. It's complicated.
Okay, you found Garfield's head on Pamela Anderson's body. Unfortunately, NSFW. Is it like, was Pamela Anderson actually ever a porn star? No, right?
I mean, you should
These are the
look it
questions
up.
we ask on Pixel.
These are the questions. Well, this is like I'm curious now. You know, I don't know, and I need to know the truth. Not because I want to make a moral judgment on Pamela Anderson, just because I'm genuinely curious now. You put the idea in my head.
This is what happens when we have Viv on the stream too much.
Yeah.
This happens.
It's like you know Ariana Grande, the musician.
Yeah.
Squint was actually convinced the other day that she was actually a porn star and was really confused when I told her that I saw someone wearing like a jacket with like a Ariana Grande World Tour on it. And I was like, no, she's a musician. He was like, you know, she's a porn star, right? And I was like,
No, I don't
as
think
far as I'm aware,
Ariana
no.
Grande is a porn star.
And he,
No.
he got really confused, and then he had to like look it up. And he was
Maybe
like, oh,
there's a porn star called Mariana Ande or something like that.
That's what he started searching that up. He was really confused.
Yeah.
He was like, no, I swear to God, there's a porn star that got into acting because he thought she was an actor. And he was like, no, there's a porn star that got into acting, and she has a really similar name. And I swear to God, I'm gonna figure out who she is. And he was like furiously like trying to figure out who this person was.
Nice.
Recognizes just
Well,
because
like,
he was like
now-
really mad that he got it wrong.
There's a big trend of porn stars because like, you know, internet culture and like porn is like big on the internet.
Yeah.
They're like starting to become like other things other than porn stars. Like there's a porn star that works for like this Rooster Teeth show called Sports Ball, and I can't remember her name. And she's on a lot of Rooster Teeth stuff, and like she's really really cool about the whole porn star thing. She's like,
think that's really cool
porn
though.
star.
Like the you know like it's instead of it becoming this kind of like, oh no, we can't talk about that, that's separate. It's kind of like, oh no,
Yeah.
I can have a multifaceted like career in acting. Like there's nothing wrong with that. Like one person in particular that I mean it makes sense, but I only just recently found out the fact. Because I think David Duchovny from the X-Files started off as like in porn or whatever, and then like
absolutely.
he made it
Almost
into
every
acting, and
famous
it's kind of like,
actor
that makes sense.
in the
That makes
90s
sense.
was a porn star at one point,
Yeah.
and like people go and find their videos, and it's fucking weird.
Yeah. But like, I think it's really cool that like, and I think it's important like to kind of have people like show
I
such
feel
a,
like
the multifaceted side of themselves and their interests and in their careers. And I think it's really cool that people get more opportunities than just the one thing.
You know what I think the futuristic equivalent of that is honestly going to be? It's like, oh my god, remember when that person was a porn star and now they're famous? It's going to be, oh, remember when that person was a video game streamer and now they're famous?
Oh my god,
it's going to be
yes,
that.
absolutely.
Not that I'm going to be famous. I'm going to absolutely use this avenue to get into porn. But like, that's going to be it, I'm pretty sure. Like, the next
Absolutely,
generation
no,
of
I agree.
superstar movie people are going to be
or like, you know, because we're starting to call people like influencers. Like, if you stream video games and you're popular, you're called an influencer as a blanket term.
I was called an influencer the other day, and I was like, ugh.
That's hilarious. I mean,
No.
personally, I hate it, but it is an apt description for what
Oh no,
these
it
kind of-
absolutely is.
I just hate it.
Yeah.
Like, I hate it. Like, you know, personally, I think it's disgusting. But I'm not going to say it's like the wrong term to use. It's absolutely an accurate term to use. But no, you're absolutely right. Like those people are gonna go into like they're gonna either become like politicians or they're gonna like, you know, they're gonna push their creative careers and get into like, you know, acting or, you know, production, or, you know, they're gonna become like weird like reality TV hosts or shit like that, or, you know, music or even just like esports, which is like a legitimate like, you know, like they can become like a personality that like does like they're the whole I'm the Joker that like interviews people for fun in esports. Like that's gonna become a thing, you know, like the whole oh yeah, and now it's time for our joke interview with celebrity Twitch streamer star. I don't know.
I'm just going to point out something. Oh my goodness, do you remember that person that was a video game streamer and now they do porn?
Oh my god.
That's awesome.
It's such a crazy kind of like way that like the world has kind of just shifted around though. And like I guess that kind of dynamic has changed so much with like the rise of internet streaming and stuff. Like we were like I watched a juvie fight happen outside a bar that I was. Huh?
A juvie fight? What's a juvie fight?
Yeah. It's when a bunch of probably barely 18-year-olds go and start beating each other up outside a bar. Did I tell you about this? I swear I told you about it. Oh shit, I gotta tell you about this. I mean, this is a fucking story.
I know what you're talking about now. This is a little well-known secret that I used to be I used to do a lot of mountain bike riding, and there's something about certain types of sports that attract really shitty people, and it's usually any BMXing culture and like mountain bike culture. Generally everyone's good, but for some reason that kind of sport attracts a little bit like shitty people, like that hang out at skate parks and don't do anything with their lives, like myself for a good portion of my high school career. But like saw a lot of that. Saw a lot of the juvie fight. Ow.
Oh, but I saw one the other day. So you know how I went to the Melbourne Twitch meetup?
Oh, did two streamers get into a fight? Please tell me they did.
No,
oh,
no, they didn't.
Okay.
But tell you what, so we were waiting in line because the bar was at capacity because we got there quite late to have dinner first. And so we're waiting outside, and the bar happened to be on a pretty like a populated like club bar street or whatever.
Yeah.
And literally the bar right next door to the video game theme bar that we were going to was like an under 16-year-old, you know, bar. Like the drinking age in Australia is 18, but sometimes there are bars which don't have alcohol, but they're like for 16
they're like
and under people.
Spaces.
Like it's really weird, and I think it's incredibly stupid. But whatever, it makes money, I guess. So there was already a bunch of juvies. We call them juvies here. They were being picked up by their parents. It was kind of really weird and surreal. Like we're all waiting in line, like to this bar, and everyone in line's being really amicable and friendly and like super chill. And there's all these fucking rowdy juvies like swarming around us, waiting to get picked up or whatever. And we're just kind of like it was just kind of funny. Like we were the ones that everyone thinks are like the worst people, and it's just like we're just all just patiently waiting to get into this fucking gaming bar. Like, yes.
Was it at Bar SK? Was that where that was? Or?
No, not Bar SK is really small and a bit too indie. It wouldn't have space. This was at a place called GG Easy in Melbourne, and it's a really, really cool bar despite the name.
Yeah, it's really cool.
No, seriously, I would heavily. The staff were all like really, really nice.
Yeah,
like
they used to deal
I got a
with
couple
the
of drinks. No, I got a couple of drinks, and like they were all like really, really friendly and really nice. And it was really, really pleasant.
Nice.
Like they made good lemon lime bitters. That's all I can say.
Nice.
Yo, because I don't drink alcohol, but I was like, I want to have a drink.
Did they put the actual lemon and lime in it?
Yeah,
like,
I watched
did they put like little slices?
Yeah,
there you go.
Yeah, it was legit, man. It was fantastic. Anyway.
I only do that when I have time.
No, they were all
wonderful. You can tell when you can tell at the bar I work at when I'm really not busy. I can make a lemon lime bitter with 2 pieces of fruit in it. When I'm not, I don't give a fuck. It's like I measure it out really nice because I do know the actual ratios I've found that make the best one. I know, but like if it's too busy and someone's ordered like 10, for example, who's got time for that shit?
Dude, I'll have to come to some place that you work and get a lemon lime bitter when I'm next
I'll make one for you at home.
I gotta taste your lemon lime bitters now. But my like favorite thing. I could actually go to bars now. But we were waiting in line outside.
Well, no, I always thought that I'd suggest lemon lime bitters to you, but you never used to drink soft drink.
Yeah, but like
Yeah.
now I'm a changed woman.
Yeah, wow, yeah, you feel...
I've
Does it
grown.
make you feel alive?
It truly does, Mitch, as a matter of fact.
50 years from now, you can try a beer.
When I'm like, what, 70, 73 years old,
Yeah.
I'll try a beer. And I'll be like, oh yeah, it's alright. But, so we were waiting in line, and we
Yeah.
hear this, like, running, like, people are bolting, like, further up the street, like, up the hill. There was more bars, and presumably they were, like, obviously alcohol bars.
Yeah.
And we saw, like, some people, one guy came bolting down the street, like, right next to us. As he, like, basically, he gets to the point where we're standing, he turns around to look behind him, and obviously he slows down because he's looking behind him, and then some guy literally jump tackles him to the ground right in front of us. Like, we had to stand back, otherwise they were going to hit us, and they just start wailing on each other. Then more kids come from down the street. Now, my memory's a bit fuzzy because it was quite a shocking experience. I don't remember exactly what happened. But a couple other people come along, and like 3 people are all wailing on the one guy. I think it was the guy that came bolting down the street that was by himself, or maybe it wasn't. I'm really not sure like who was who.
Yeah.
So they all start wailing. One like it's like 2 guys and a chick are wailing on them. A couple of like some more people come along, like friends or whatever. A couple of the guys get up and they start bolting back down the street, like away from everything, obviously trying to escape. So I feel like they might have been the culprits in the situation. It's hard to say. Another girl comes along, like she's like holding her stomach and looks like shit. She starts throwing up on the sidewalk next to us. And a friend of hers obviously comes to console her. There's a guy there who I presume was her boyfriend. We got snippets of the conversation, and she was either in shock or she was punched in the stomach. I'm not sure, but it could have been either. This guy's got a bleeding nose that was still there. There's like blood on the sidewalk from like where he, like, you know, they were on the ground at one point. It was fucked up. The police came and it obviously was sorted out. There was parents there and everything. A guy, like the bouncer from the under 16-year-old came along and helped them out, gave them some water and stuff. But like everyone in the Twitch line was like we were all just kind of like in shock. Like we didn't know what the fuck to do. It was crazy. Like it was absolutely insane. Like, and like I thought they were underage. Squint was like, nah, they look around about 18, and I was like, seriously? Like they look like too young to be 18, but like I forget just how young 18 really is. They could very well have just been on the cusp of 18 and then gone, because like the bars further up the road were probably alcoholic ones, so I don't know. But it was fucking crazy. Like nothing else happened. Like it was the rest of the night was quiet, but it was like what the fuck? Like a whole bunch of police came.
Yeah, what time did this happen?
Crazy.
Like
9 to 10 o'clock at night.
Oh, okay, cool.
Closer to 9 o'clock. Like
because one thing underage drinkers tend to get wrong a lot is when to peak. And I was at a party that so one of my friend's brother was throwing a party, and there were underage people there absolutely drinking, and he's like,
Yeah.
you have to come over and hang out with me because this is a nightmare and I'm not gonna be able to, you have to come over and hang out. And I was like, okay, fine.
Yeah.
I guess I'll come and hang out at this stupid juvie party. And
oh my god.
this happened. They were getting absolutely obliterated. One girl was crying in the bathroom, and one of them had fallen over in the... This is completely irresponsible. And this is the reason why you do not drink when you're a fucking child. And and they were like 17, 16. It's like under the... well under the age. It was just stupid.
I mean,
and
even though like 18's just like 1 or 2 years away from that, I still think 18's a bit young.
Yeah.
Like given how irresponsible people are, especially like 17, 16. Like you're still a fucking
so
child.
they were falling over, like
Jesus
crying
Christ,
in the laundry, and
yeah.
unbelievable, beside themselves, drunk. And this was all happening at like 5 o'clock in the evening. Like it was during summer. It was still bright.
God.
And I'm like, I have to go. Like I have to leave this house because if the cops come, and like I was 19 at the time, so I was like, if the cops come and I'm the only, like I'm one of the 2 adults that are here, like it's like just gonna be like, what the fuck? Like they're gonna be like, you are an adult here and you're letting this happen. I'm like, fuck this noise. Like I did end up staying because my friend begged me to stay, but
Because at that point you call the cops and you'd be like, this is absurd.
I didn't call the cops.
Yeah.
But I was just like everyone in this room, I hate all of them. Like every single one of them, I hate.
It's just abysmal. Like I don't know what the fuck happened that caused the fight that I witnessed, but it was so obvious that these were very young people. Like they were either like illegally drinking or they were just old enough to drink and they did not know how to handle it. You could just tell, you know, by like by how they were acting and everything. It was fucking nuts. Like, and then there's all just a bunch of like a mix mash of weird looking people just waiting outside the Twitch bar.
Weird looking people.
No, we were a variety bunch. It was really pleasant because there was such a variety of visual people and personalities at the meetup. It was really pleasant, like, and it didn't feel too intimidating. There was a lot of big name people there, like that had a lot of weight in the community, but like it still felt like I caught up with a bunch of people that I just recently met. Nice. I said hi to one like particularly big person that was nice. It just felt like a really friendly environment, and like nothing bad happened in the bar. Like everyone was just talking to people that they knew and having a good time. Really good. So I mean that's something, I guess.
Nice, yeah.
But yeah, so Twitch Melbourne crew, pretty swell people. Pretty swell.
I was I recently hung out with the Rooster Teeth Western Australia people.
Nice.
And like. They are like, I realize like when I hang out with like when I go to PAX and stuff, I realize that I don't really dress very colorful. Like my favorite color to dress is black.
Same.
And it's all like I regret not going through a goth phase when I was a teenager because I would totally loved it. I always thought goth was like really fucking cool, and like the emo style is like really awesome. But I never did it, and now I'm like too old for it. So yeah. So like and when I was hanging out with them, they all have such colorful hair, and they're all wearing really colorful clothes, and I'm like there, my black jacket, and black t-shirt. It's like, and like my black
come to Melbourne.
My black t-shirt like has a picture of a chainsaw on it. Like it's like, oh great, God, look how edgy Mitch is. You know, it's like.
No, he's got to come to Melbourne. You've seen how colorful I became since I came to Melbourne.
Yeah, that's true. I want to get my Fortnite character going.
Oh my God. I think for me though, it was just a mixture of me getting more confident in wearing whatever the fuck I wanted, and then like color just kind of coincidentally became a part of that.
Oh, Diva, not happening, babe.
Diva, please.
Sorry. Nope. Oh shit.
Farrah, no.
Feeling much better.
Here we go. Oh, cool. Someone can still make that jump. Oh,
yeah, I can imagine it would be pretty awful to wear like a lot of black and
yeah, I struggle
like,
when I go to when I go to Singapore because it's
like I find it hard enough in Australia in summer. Like if it's dry heat, it's like it's kind of bearable, but the humidity would fucking kill me.
Yeah. Crispin Kane, Zenyatta.
Much better.
Alright, everybody is getting a little bit too ambitious up here. Oh, hey Zenyatta.
There's a Farrah right above the entryway, which is giving us hell.
Okay,
And there's only so much I can do. Oh no, who do we have?
Oh my God! I really should have warped away. Really could have backed up Genji there, but yeah. Do not go goth in Indonesia. Is there like a equivalent of goth culture? Because when I go to Singapore, a lot of people wear like long pants and stuff because it's the fashion, but like it's completely counterintuitive to the weather. And I was thinking like, shit, maybe there are like, you know, different versions of jeans that like people are wearing in Singapore, but like
Singapore made brands and stuff.
One of my good friends, I like to make fun of her because when she was a teenager, she was totally and secretly jealous of her style. But Like, she would go to Joint Venture and think it was the best store ever, you know, like that.
Oh,
And she would wear, to this day, I'm pretty sure, still wears jeans everywhere. And I'm like...
Is she in Singapore?
She's a Singaporean girl, yeah.
Right, yeah.
Yeah. Like, because the chicks in Singapore, they'll totally wear it. Like...
I mean, I can understand that. Like, if you're willing to put up with, like, the heat and stuff.
Oh, absolutely,
you know,
yeah.
It's like... Yeah. But, like, it does make you wonder, like, are they just used to it because they're acclimatized as well?
I honestly think they're
it's
just
like,
used to it, yeah.
It's like people... No, but people, like you used to hate, like, shorts and stuff, and Squid does as well. Like, I can understand that.
I absolutely still hate shorts, yeah.
That's absolutely fair, but, like, you guys wear long pants in summer too. Like, Squid does, you do.
I will fight the shorts for as long as possible, yeah.
Absolutely, I understand that. Like, you know, I mean... Like, I don't know, I prefer jeans. I'll wear shorts because they're comfortable, and I really prefer to be as comfortable as I can in summer. Yeah. But, like, I don't know, I definitely feel a lot happier if I'm wearing long pants. But, like, you know, like, we get acclimatized to it, like, we get used to it, we put up with it, and it's just like, I feel like it'd be the same deal if you're so used to Singaporean weather, it's kind of like, oh, yeah, I can deal with it. You know, you kind of just get a natural intolerance. Your body just adjusts, I suppose.
You really gotta tell me when you're doing that, buddy. Go Genji, kill them all.
Experience tranquility.
Wrecking Ball, what are you doing, man?
I am claiming the objective.
Is worth fighting for.
Alright, so if you're just joining us, hello, my name is Mitch, and joining me is Sarah.
Enemies over there.
And this is the casual stream Tuesday, traditional play Overwatch, but we've been doing forever.
Hell yeah. We've been known to play other things, but don't tell our boss.
Yeah, don't tell our boss, yeah. What a nightmare. Yes, we do. No, you know what? I'm gonna say it right now, Munich. Some people do Halloween, and those people, everyone hates.
That could have gone better.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, it's okay to have a Halloween party, but trick-or-treating is not something we do here. And if you do it in Australia, you are a problem.
Yeah,
and some people in Australia,
if your whole suburb does, it's like, okay, that's acceptable because like everyone's kind of doing it, but that's rare. Like it's very rare to find an area
some
where
people
a lot of
in Australia just use Halloween as an excuse to go around and vandalize shit. Fuck you.
Yeah.
Fuck Halloween. Yeah, sorry. Yeah.
No,
because of that reason, fuck Halloween. Fuck everything about it. Like.
Yeah. It's not like a recognized holiday. It's the people that celebrate it.
I don't think it's a recognized holiday in America. Is it a holiday
in
America?
It's treated effectively like it's like it's Halloween. Like that's the thing that you do. You decorate. Everyone does it. Trick or treating. Like, but with us, it's kind of like, you know, I have never gone trick or treating. I have had like maybe like 3 trick or treaters come to my house ever. Like groups, not individuals. Like a group of people. Like 3 on 3 occasions, I've had people come to my house. Like,
oh, it's treated like a holiday.
I know that they do the vandalization in America, but like literally here, it's just some people just do it. Like they don't even ask trick or treat. They literally just like they literally just vandalize you because it's Halloween.
Would not usually vandalize stuff decide they want to vandalize stuff on Halloween.
Like, oh, let's get silly string, let's get toilet paper and TP your house or whatever. Like, people just do it because they can, because it's Halloween.
They think they can. They absolutely cannot.
They think it's acceptable because it's Halloween. It's just like, that's not, no, just go get some fucking candy. Go buy some discount candy.
Essentially, that's my celebration of Halloween. I will...
Yeah. I'll watch a scary movie with my friends. I don't know. like for us, it's like I love the idea of Halloween parties. I wish I was in a better position that I could throw my own one and invite all my friends, but I can't because I don't have money and my house is tiny. Like I've been to some Halloween theme parties back home in Perth, and those were really fun. Like it's fun to like have the whole spooky dress up and stuff, but like no one really like it's not taken as seriously as it is in America. I like the Halloween specials of American TV shows; they were fun. That's about it though. Like it's a very like you know.
This year for Halloween will be at PAX. So.
Oh fuck yeah!
Wait, it's
can have,
October
like,
31st, right? Is that when PAX?
I think so.
Because I remember I haven't experienced Halloween because I've just been at PAX for the last 3 years.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, like, I'll celebrate it in my own way. I'll enjoy the festivities that Americans are posting on social media and stuff. I'll draw some spooky art usually because, like, October's, like, the spooky art month. I'll get involved with that. I'll watch some scary movies, like, throughout the month.
I also like people dressing up characters and other... My favorite part of Halloween is when artists draw characters dressing up as other characters.
Absolutely, like I love that kind of I love the Halloween like video game events.
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah,
I fucking love Overwatch Halloween events and skins, and I've always loved TF2's Halloween events because they were always fucking hilarious. Like with these spooky skins that only are activated over Halloween. Like I've always loved the way that seasonal video games treat it. Because that's always super fun, and I love it, and I love what it is. It's just not something we do in Australia per se. So the only way I can really experience it is like through video games and like.
It's really funny to give all the cosplayers I see at a convention candy.
That would be hilarious.
They like hand out little lolly bags.
like you go to PAX and you give all like the cosplayers lollies. I mean, we probably won't be dressing up this year because we're going to be at PAX.
It's just not conducive to what we do at PAX. Yeah, I've thought about it. Trust me, I've thought about it, but it's just no. It would be very non-conducive. Like it would be very counterintuitive with what we do.
So with what we do at PAX, if you're not quite 100% clear on that, money, PAX is like the Penny Arcade Expo. It's basically just like American PAX, but it's an Australian-run one. What we do at PAX is we interview indie devs throughout the whole event. We talk to people, we kind of document the event, and we mainly spend a lot of time talking to indie developers. And if we like we could cosplay at PAX as video game characters, but like that's not really what we do. We probably don't have time.
I might cosplay as Johnny.
That would be pretty funny.
Yeah, so I'll just like wear platform shoes and like get really big eyebrows and that'd be it. Right?
Yeah. That'd be cool. Just gotta steal his glasses. But But like I mean, we could dress up for Halloween, but like again, we're gonna be at PAX.
We had this business meeting once as Pixel Civ, so we had to like be business attire, and I totally to be business appropriate. I just said, all right, I'll just cosplay as Johnny, and then I did it, and it was amazing. I'll see if I can find that picture. I'll post it on the Discord.
That's fantastic. I don't think you understand, like full-size candy bars. They're not cheap.
Yeah, what am I made of money? Come on, money.
Yeah, that shit's not cheap here.
You might be rolling in comic book money, but I'm not.
No. You Americans might have excessively cheap sugar food items, but we don't. We fucking don't. I'll be lucky if I can find chocolate for sale at the supermarket. And even then, it's probably not nearly as cheap as it is in America, comparatively. We have to pay reasonable amounts for our sugar that deters us from buying too much of it.
You know, I bought bubble gum for the first time in like 10 years the other day.
Really? Wow.
Yeah, I was like,
What
I
made you
bought
want to
it.
do that?
I don't know. I think I had a moment of insanity. Like, if anybody is noticing what I just did on the stream, I almost fell off the map, but I didn't.
Nice.
I almost bought... Oh, no, I totally did. Sorry. I totally did buy bubblegum. Had one bit, regretted it immediately, and then just gave it to my sister.
Nice.
I don't know why I did that. I wasted $1.80.
$1.80.
Yeah,
wow.
Yeah, it was a whole $1.80.
Wow.
And it did not make me feel alive.
What could you have bought with that? Like, no candy bar, because they're all, like, over $1 to buy at the supermarket.
You know,
like
Curly
over $2
Whirly is now $1.50. What's up with that?
Really?
Yeah,
How
fuck
much,
that, right?
Didn't they used to be like $1 or
it
less?
used to be like 50 cents, and now Curly Whirly... It's the same fucking candy bar. Same shitty candy bar. But
That's bullshit.
Yeah, it's like 3 times the price.
I never even... I think I had a Curly Whirly once in my life, but I'm
Well, okay,
mad
here's why I bought the fucking bubblegum. Because I was like, oh, I want a curly whirly. Let's see how much it is. And it was fucking.
And then the curly whirly was too expensive.
Yeah,
and
the
you were
curly
like,
whirly
"Fuck
was
that noise."
fucking expensive. I was like, fuck that noise.
Oh god. Reminds me of when I'd go like down south with my parents. We go to this this place to stay at like a little holiday place, and there was like a little there was like a little general store that they had there because like it was a whole bunch of little chalet like cottages things, and you could buy like food for like the kangaroos and emus that were just wild there, but you could also buy like general groceries and ice creams and stuff, and they always had like candy jars and stuff, and I'd always like count how many cents I had so I could buy like a candy bar or something. Or I'd always like look at them and be like, oh, how much money do I have? Can I afford 50 cents of lollies? Like it felt very old-fashioned, like how my mum used to describe like buying candy when she was a kid, which was I always thought was really sweet.
This enemy Sombra is not. Oh really? That's mature. Yeah,
What did she
destroy
do?
my translocator. That's mature. Now I know exactly where you are. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Milk toast, unimaginative. Where is she? Right. Maybe I don't know where she is.
Oh no.
Hey guys, what's up?
I got her. Wait, no, that's Symmetra. Never mind.
Okay, Symmetra and Sombra actually have a pretty similar silhouette.
They do. They really do. Oh my god, my throat.
Oh wow, is this where this ended up? Okay, whoa.
Feeling much better.
I think instead of that Brigetta, what we're gonna do is I'm gonna just
Apagando las luces.
Ow. Right.
Reboot and try again.
Sorry, Xander. I think I missed the context of your G. I wonder why. Can you
Yeah,
remind me
there
what that's referring to?
there is delay on our stream, so if you guys type a message, we're probably going to see it like about a minute or two, and we're also in the middle of the game, so we probably like we're not going to pick up like context to comments some of the time, unfortunately. Sorry.
I am the alpha Sombra.
Feeling much better.
Oh my god.
She's wearing my skin too. I don't like that. Get out of here. I'm the only one
Oh my
who's sad about that.
What if she gets play the game?
Not happening. Trash. Get her. Get her, Sarah.
I'm trying.
Yours.
I'm trying.
Ah!
No! Oh, come on.
Oh,
Oh,
I got
no, no, no,
murdered.
no, no, no.
Wow.
The payload has reached the chip.
Oh crap! I can't change character here anymore because we've been
Goofed.
Get a soldier. Get a soldier. It's yours. There you go. Alright, enemy Sombra. Let's have a look at where you are.
No, May. No, May. No!
See you later. I might need this later.
I'm ready to initiate self-destruct sequence.
Okay, bye bye. Haha! You've all been hacked. Oh wait, that worked out for them. Diva, you owe me that. You owe me that play of the game.
Oh,
That was
no.
mine. I did that.
I did this.
I did this. That's one of my favorite memes ever. It's like, I did
Yes.
this.
Yes,
There's something about how real that meme is. It's like tragically
Yep.
real. I fucking love it. I did this. You did this. This church is getting very violent.
Yeah.
That Moira
I'm
would
just like-
refuse to die.
Oh my god.
Oh, whatever, Sombra. Nope. I'm gonna play her, at least look after her. Come on.
Be right back. ¿Qué tal? Finish maybe? Ay, pobrecita.
That could have been play of the game for me, but I know I'm not gonna get it because
Oh.
Diva's gonna get it.
Oh no.
Group up with me.
I got it.
Group up.
Ah, damn!
Thanks.
Look at it so loud. Oh, it is.
Oh
Fuck yeah.
no.
Thank you.
Oh, that was pretty metal.
No, Reaper.
Mucho mejor. Be right back.
Put this up here.
Found the victory timer. It won't be long now.
Ay, pobrecita.
Ah, damn it! I was right here. I will take that 15 player kill streak. Come on, Brigitte, let's do this. Come on.
Oh no, Reaper.
Nope!
Nice.
Oh god. I'm being very annoying as Sombra. They must be very angry.
What if you get new hate mail?
I might for this actually.
I might need this later.
I still find that really, really goddamn funny. That one guy was just like, "You're the reason why we lost." Just like,
It's like,
buddy,
come on! I'm the hero.
buddy.
It's like, I don't know.
What kind of a comment is that? Like, how is that like helping anything? Like, that's only making you feel better. Even then, you feel
I don't think
shitty
it's making them feel
lost.
better. It's
No.
making me feel better. Because I'm happy
Yeah.
knowing that you think that I'm the reason why you lost. I'm glad you think that. You know, like,
Yeah, like, oh my god. New PSN, new PS4, who dis?
new PS4, who dis? People get really mad at that, by the way, when I send them new PS4 who dis.
Oh my god,
They're
really?
like, they get super angry. It's like, oh, you don't know how PS4 works. Well, obviously, fucking.
Like that's the joke.
Obviously, it's a fucking troll. Like, you know,
Yeah, like, come on, you sent someone hate mail. What kind of a comment do you
Yeah.
expect in return? Like,
it's like, do you not know how like, do you not know how PS4s work? It's like, I do know how your PS4s work. That's why this joke is fucking hilarious.
yeah, like, oh my god. Yeah, we failed and it's everyone's fault but mine. That, like, that's such like a classic thing I've noticed. But it's just like, oh, come on, mate.
Oh my god, it's fucking wrecked at the end. Holy
Oh.
shit.
Nice.
So I would recommend everyone,
Play of the
if you
game.
ever get hate mail of any kind, just take the Brooklyn Nine-Nine approach, and whatever platform you're on, just say new X do this, Seriously, this is brutal. This is one of the most brutal
Oh,
fucking
jeez. Yeah.
thing I've ever seen.
Yikes.
I thought the diva was gonna get it. That was.
Yeah.
Like, once I was playing Halo, back when the one time I played Halo online with my friend, and one person on our team was just being awful, so then we just conspired with the other team, and we just continued to kill him, and in Halo there's team killing. So it was like, it became almost like, I don't know how many players are in a Halo match, let's say 6 on each team. It became an 11-on-1 match.
Jesus.
And like, of course,
It's
we could hear
unfortunate
him
for him.
raging, but the other team couldn't.
Oh my god.
But apparently, this kid was sending the other team hate mail. Like,
Oh.
in the middle of a match. I don't know how that's possible.
Oh my god, mate.
Yeah, so...
God, console is funny. Like, on Steam, it's kind of funny because, like, to send someone hate mail, you have to go to their page, and their page has to have, like, open for comments from randos.
Yeah.
Or you have to send them a friend request. And it's super funny because, like, Squint will always accept friend requests from people because he wants to see what they have to say to him.
Yeah, I kind of do that too. I'm kind of like a sucker
yeah,
for it.
yeah.
Maybe I shouldn't enable them.
I mean, it's
Yeah.
an individual's thing, and I'm not in any way saying that everyone should do this, but like for those of you that like are like that like to have a laugh at hate mail, it's definitely very amusing if you can stomach it and if you just don't
Oh,
care.
man, I fucking...
Squint's got some amazing ones because Squint plays a lot of Dark Souls PvP, and people get very cranky in their playing Dark Souls PvP. And oh my god, some of the comments he's received, like, from people, like, adding him to their friends list just so they can whinge to him about his build, and he's just like, I don't fucking care, you know? I've received some pretty hilarious comments on my Steam page. I'll have to see if they're still there. I don't think I deleted them, I just left them there. Like, when I started playing Dark Souls PvP too, which is really funny. Because, like, oh, every time, like,
Yeah,
I got
it's
a
like
comment on
you-
my page, I was like, oh boy.
It's like, you obviously give more of a shit about this than I do, and that
Yeah.
makes you, that means you've already lost. You know, it's
Yeah.
like...
Yeah. I think I got, like, someone said to me, sick magic boyo, come back at me when you get good, because they were mad that I used, like, a meta magic attack against them and they didn't know how to combat it.
Right, yeah.
Like, my build wasn't that dirty. Like, they just got really mad because they didn't have any way to, like, escape it. And even then, like, you know, it's just kind of like, dude, maybe you should, like, just, you know, like, come on. And some other person told me after I beat them up, you're pretty cute, with that emoji that's just like the colon and like two like a large capital O.
Yeah.
And I was just like, like, okay. Did you like guess from my profile that I'm a chick and now you want to suck up to me? Like, no, no, buddy.
You're pretty cute. Well, no one's ever said that.
It was, oh, it's not all it's cracked up to be.
Fuck. Might not have been the best idea for me to come back here and try and outflank them. Reaper, what the hell are you doing?
Actually, come to think of it, they probably thought my profile picture was me because I've had a lot of people ask me, hey, is that a photo of you? And like, my profile
what
picture
was it?
on like, huh? It's Dana Scully from the X-Files. Like my Steam profile's a picture of Steam profile's a picture of her holding a scalpel, wearing like, you know, safety glasses,
Oh,
like
that's
talking into like a
awesome.
recording device. So it could actually be mistaken for a photo of me, like if I was in the medical industry or something.
Yeah. Oh my god,
And-
that is fucking
and,
amazing.
And it's the same with my it's a different picture of her, but it's a photo of her face with a weird
Right.
expression. And that like on my when I play on my Ubisoft account, which is what I have to use to play Rainbow Six Siege on PC,
Yeah.
I've got a photo. Like my name is Agent Scully, and it's a photo of her.
Yeah.
And like I've had like 5 different people ask me, hey, is that like a photo of you? And I'm just like,
X-Files is not that old.
it's not.
Also, the way that photo is shot, I know the photo you're talking about, and the
Yeah.
way it's shot is not like a candid photo.
It's
it's like a-
exactly
it-
like
it's
it
not
should
like-
look like
yeah.
a screenshot of an actor. Like
Yeah, it-
surely, like come on. I
Like, it
just
doesn't-
find that
yeah.
so fucking funny. And even the one that's like, even the one on that's my Ubisoft picture, it's like, it looks like it's doesn't. It looks a bit more like a candid photo than the one that's
Yeah.
my Steam. But like, I think you can almost see the FBI on her jacket, and it's kind of like, come on, guys, come on. I don't know. It just seems a bit just kind of like, how many people use photos of actors as their profile pictures? Like, you know, it doesn't look like a photo. It doesn't look like a selfie. It doesn't look like people use selfies usually if they're using their actual face in their profile picture, like 9 times out of 10. And it doesn't look like a selfie or like an average candid photo. So it's kind of like, come on, guys, method of deduction here. Come on, use your brains. Use your brains.
It's lit wrong. Like it's
Exactly.
lit. It's lit.
Yeah.
Like you don't know. Like it's the brain. Like you can't know. You can't honestly think that that's actually a picture of someone. Like
Yeah,
it's a manicured photo. Like it is what I'm saying.
Exactly.
Like,
Exactly. It's a still from a manicured TV show. Like, come on. I find that really fucking funny though.
Like you're better off. Like you know what? You're better off. I don't know. What would be more ridiculous? It's like it would make more sense if they asked you like if you had a picture of a furry on there. Like it would like
exactly. I should like fucking like just take a photo of myself doing the same pose with a scalpel and do a really dodgy version and make that my Steam profile. And then I can tell people, no, it's Data Scully from the X-Files. And just lie to them. Because they may as well be. But I just find that so goddamn funny how many times I've been asked, just like, oh my god, guys, not every chick uses a selfie as their Steam, like, or Ubisoft icon, for fuck's sake. Like, I just want to pretend I'm Dana Scully in, like, a game about special ops.
Yeah.
Like, that's half the reason, like, my name used to just be, like, my normal handle, and then one day I was like, why don't I just change it to Agent Scully? Because, like, that fits, like, there's FBI characters in this game, that'd be hilarious. Yeah. And then I did, and then everyone was like, oh, is it a photo of you? Like, oh my god, why have none of you seen this show? It's not that old. Someone asked me if I was Scully from Brooklyn Nine-Nine, and I was just like, like, you know, it's not a bad question. It was just like he's not Agent. Like, Agent isn't his title. Like,
I guess he is the most prolific Scully in media
he is.
now,
For
right?
a lot of people, he is the most prolific Scully in media. But it was kind of just like, I said that I was from X-Files, I think they recognized it, and I was like, okay, you're forgiven. You're forgiven.
You're actually, like, X-Files is pretty old. Like, so you're pretty, you're
is.
pretty young X-Files.
I'm very young X-Files.
Like,
absolutely. Yeah. It started in 1993.
That's like a year before you were born, so yeah,
absolutely.
You're pretty,
it absolutely
you're
is,
pretty
but
young.
it went like all the way into the 2000s. There was like 9 seasons, and then it stopped, and then a 10th and 11th season came out, like just recently. It had like an encore 2 seasons.
Oh, really?
But no, I am very young to get into X-Files. My mum originally like got me and my brother onto it when we were into Stargate. She was like, oh yeah, you guys like sci-fi and stuff. X-Files is a classic, you should check it out. And so she got us a DVD from the DVD, like she hired out a DVD for us and watched like something together. And then like I watched a bit of it, but it didn't really hook me because I was a bit too young, like my teen years. And then I came back to it like late 20s, sorry, late teens, early 20s. And then it was just like a binge like all the way up to like midway through season 8.
Yeah. Over
like 2 years. And I left all my DVDs at home, so I don't really want to pirate X-Files. So I'm stuck. I can't finish it. It's a fucking good series though. I'm not gonna lie. Like what, season 1 to like 4 or 5, I think that is the pinnacle.
Ah. Tracer, what are you doing in their back line? Oh, I guess you're looking after Honor. Cool.
Hi, I'm back in the game.
Group up. Join with me. We must ensure the payload's progress. Group up with me. Group up. This. Cease your resistance.
I've got you in my sights.
Fuck yeah.
I think we probably had the same thing though, Moody. Like, we had a lot of like very popularized media, but like I think probably both Mitch and I at some point watched a show that was very niche and that we both can't find anymore. Like, I don't know. I watched some really weird, very niche stuff when I was a kid that I only just recently like rediscovered.
Right. Yeah. Like most of it is like I wouldn't even know like
Yeah.
what it was called. Like, you know, like I wouldn't even.
Like, I got into like cult stuff. I guess you could consider X-Files to be relatively cult. When I was a teen, because my parents were like nice enough to go, hey, I can see that you're getting into sci-fi. Here's some really good sci-fi shows that were in like around the 90s that you should definitely check out now that you're an old enough age. Like, and they got me onto Stargate, which was like fantastic, by the way, fantastic, hilarious, and really good, like positive kind of sci-fi. Like, it's not super depressing. It's got a lot of humor in it, and it's very, very good. Very positive, kind of funky military sci-fi. So of course that was my jam, and X-Files and stuff that was like just fantastically written if you want something a bit more gritty at times. Like the way that they talk about like the conspiracy kind of theorist stuff is hilarious and really, really deep running. And it gets more and more complex the more you go, and that's what's really fun about it. And some other stuff, but like they weren't like kids shows, they were like, you know, like mature shows, which I got into when I was a teenager, but like I watched a lot of like really obscure shit when I was a kid that I've just completely gone mental blank. That's really cool that like a family member of yours was engaged with Stargate somehow in production. Because there's like three different versions of Stargate. There's like SG-1, there's Atlantis, and then there was the third one that I've forgotten the name of because it sucked. But
Galactic?
like they were all
Was it?
it started with U, I think.
Universe?
I don't think it was Universe. I don't know, I can't remember. Might have been Universe. Anyway. But like they were all like long running series, so that's really fucking cool. And they were all like happening in like the 90s. I was part of a cult during her teens. Oh my god. I mean, I guess. Does Girl Guides count as a cult?
Wait, what?
I mean, I was part of Girl Guides for years. Does that count as a cult? I guess it depends.
I've got you in my sight. Winner.
Never there when we win.
Yes, Mitty, I remember that episode. Fucking Tilt goes wild, and like he just like a gag's like, "Oh, sick to shoot that. Where'd you get that?" He was like, "It's literally gold embedded into my forehead," and they were like really confused. It was fucking hilarious.
Experience tranquility.
I have watched too much of X-Files and Stargate SG-1. Too much of my life has gone into those shows.
I got shot caller.
Nice. Oops.
Oh, it's because I was trying to find my drink, Xander. Turns out it's right here.
Rip.
Hey Sarah, did you see that new Spyro clip? New Spyro?
Yes, I'm so fucking keen for Spyro. I haven't been watching too many of them because I kind of want a lot of the game to be like a surprise.
Yeah.
But I've seen a couple of. I really like Alora's new design. I'm really happy with how that looks.
Which one's that?
She's a fawn.
Okay, I need to look this up.
Just type Alora the Fawn Spyro Reignited.
Alora the Fawn.
That's like Alora with an E.
Okay, hang on. Hey, are they getting the original voice actors back, or are they just like throwing it over the top of it?
I think they're new people. It sounds like they're new voice actors, but they're trying to mimic the way that the old voice actors sounded in tone and personality and stuff.
Oh, she's cute.
Yeah, I really.
Oh, she's cute. I like it.
If you compare her to the original design, I think she looks really good as a reimagining.
Let's have a look. What's the original design? Well, the original design looks terrible.
It does, but like it was a PS1 game, dude.
Yeah.
Like the polygons are disgusting.
Oh, the new ones. The new ones are way better.
Yeah, the new one's
Yeah.
fantastic. So I'm really happy with how. I'm so happy with how they've treated her. Like she and Spyro look fantastic.
No,
so
Spyro
I'm
looks great.
excited.
I like
And
how
same with Moneybags as well. Like I'm
Yeah.
just Spyro 2 was my game as a child. That was literally like so much of my life was dedicated to Spyro 2, and I'm so fucking happy that like it's got like such a good remaster. I'm just really excited for
Spyro
it.
Reignited trilogy, creating brand of generation. I'm assuming you meant creating a brand new generation of Spyro furries.
Oh my god!
Or Scalies.
I'm just ignoring that because I've already seen porn and I just kind of want to wipe that
You
from
have?
my mind.
Oh my god.
Because they're effectively children at that point, and that's kind of gross.
Oh my god.
So I'm just kind of trying to wipe
No.
that from my mind because Spyro is a wholesome, pure children's game where
It
nothing
wasn't like
bad
Ratchet.
happened.
It wasn't
but the
like
only
Ratchet
bad
and
thing
Clank,
that
where it
occurs-
was like a really adult game disguised as a children's game.
No, it wasn't. Spyro definitely felt more like inclined to be just like a kids game where it's kind of like more innocent fun.
I like Hunter's design as well.
Hunter looks great
Hunter
too.
looks
I love
wicked.
him. In Spyro 3, he looks great because he's got like there's like one area where he like rides a skateboard around and he's trying to like it's like a little challenge area where Spyro rides a skateboard. And he's got like a helmet and like he's got like you know like knee pads and shit and everything, and he looks fantastic. He looks like really kind of cartoony.
I liked
really
Hunter
fun.
when he was the archer in that one game. What was it when he
One of the shit games.
One of the shit games, yeah, but he looked good in that one.
He did look good. Hunter has looked good in a lot of the old games.
Well, Hunter is the most he's the most human-looking character in that, right? Like,
I guess, but he's more like a traditional fairy, like or like a cartoon. Like he kind of reminds me.
he reminds me of a Looney Tunes character. Like,
exactly, like the Pink Panther, Looney Tunes kind of,
there you go.
you know,
There you go,
and I really like that, and I think it really suits Spyro. Yeah, I still remember the layout of half the areas in Spyro 2 and everything, and I'm just, it's just all like so well ingrained because I love that game. I love that game so much. I'm so excited. It's just good. I'm just glad that like it's kind of it really is just reigniting Spyro.
No, I can't wait. I never played
nice.
Spyro. I've played zero Spyro.
Spyro is fantastic.
And I can't wait to play Spyro. Like, if this is gonna be it for me. Like, I don't have nostalgia. I am like this is.
I think it's gonna be a really good
like
the Spyro trilogy
Yeah.
were good games in themselves. They were great platformers. They were very fun. Kind of goofy, cartoony, but obviously limited PS1 graphics. But this is like it feels like it's a really faithful like rework of them all.
Like where I'm coming from with Spyro is a complete place of ignorance, and like I don't give two shits about Spyro, but I can't wait to play it.
Yeah,
like,
it's like, it looks like it's gonna be fantastic, and also the price point pretty damn good for 3 games in one, given it's AAA quality.
Yeah,
like,
how
I'm
much?
astounded.
How much is it? Is it like?
It is literally like I think it's like it's either $70 or $80 for the base game, and it's like only $10 more for the special edition. That's pretty fucking good. Like, so many games that come out these days are like $100 Australian to start off with, but like Spyro actually feels fair for what you're getting. Like that's a lot. Like that the game would have like the original games when they first came out would have been like $60 each or something, you know. I'm just really happy, like, that, like, after Crash, I just knew this was coming, and I'm just so glad that it is, and
Do you
I
think
have
it's gonna
very...
come out on Switch?
Oh, quite likely.
Should I just get it on Switch? I kind of just want to. I probably like want to get it on Switch.
I'd hold off, because Crash came out on Switch later, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
And PC, I think, so just hold off. It'll come out eventually on Switch. They're probably just working through, because Nintendo has pretty, like, you know, they're pretty, like, strict as far as, like, quality control and stuff. So the Switch port's probably on its way. They just don't want to advertise it till they're ready to, because they haven't pushed back the release date of Spyro because they want to like fix some stuff.
Where's the team? Oh my god, our teams. There's so many ultimates. Where that? Where? Hang on, what? Alright, I'm kicking this off. Let's do this. I made a terrible mistake. Oh god, that was the worst ice wizard ever!
Damn it.
We both just cook our ults.
Yep.
Yep. There we go, hopefully more will... Shit.
Please, Mora. Please, Mora.
Oh
carry
my
us.
god, that was so embarrassing!
Oh no.
We don't have an actual tank, so I'm just gonna go...
We must ensure the payload's progress.
People have complained about the design of the adult dragons, but I think they've done a lot of work in making them all very unique. Because the original game, they were all just minor reskins with slight differences in their visual appearance. I think the designs have had a lot of fun making them very memorable characters, and I really like what they've done with them so far. Like, at the end of the day, people are going to make porn of whatever the fuck they want to. I just ignore it if I don't like it, and that's like almost everything. So, like, I just, you know, I have no interest in not safe for work Spyro shit, so I just completely block that shit out of my mind, because I just want to enjoy Spyro.
Yeah, it's like...
I just want to enjoy cartoon dragons. I
Oh
love
my
cartoon
God.
dragons.
Yeah, like, you shouldn't, like, it's like... I see that criticism a lot. It's like, oh, wow, this character's gonna porn made this immediately. It's like, well, you can say that literally about anything. So, what are you gonna do? Like, what's that criticism? It doesn't mean anything.
Yeah. Oh, sorry to assume that it was a criticism movie. Like, yeah, it is interesting that they've gone with that direction. But like, I mean, I've seen some people complain about it, but for me, I'm kind of like, I'm enjoying
I've seen
how fun
people
they
complain
look.
about it. I'm absolutely coming from the place of, like, aggression. It's like, I think
Yeah,
it's
but
shit.
towards those that do complain.
Yeah,
But yeah, I think
it's
it looks good though.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think, like, at the end of the day, it's like, what we wanted was we wanted faithful remaster, remake of Spyro, so it felt the same. And, you know, to be able to play Spyro again, all I wanted is to be able to play Spyro again. Like, I don't have a PS1. I never owned Spyro. I hired it. I never actually properly got to enjoy Spyro 1 or 3 as well, so I only really played Spyro 2. I just want to play Spyro again, you know? And I'm just so fucking thankful that that's exactly what I'm going to be able to do, but with better controls, better finesse, you know, updated, like, engine and everything, and it looks gorgeous. Every time I see his running animation, I want to cry because he looks so cute. Like, it's so good.
His running animation was already pretty good. Like,
it was, but like in the new games, it's just so, like, you know, he just kind of like hops around. It's so good. It's so good.
Like, you can tell that more effort was put into his gait than before. Like, his...
Yeah, well, I mean, PS1 limitations, like... But like they've really, like, they've taken what I guess was the I guess the intent in the PS1 graphics and gone, all right, well, he was supposed to look bouncy. Let's do that with our own, like, you know, modern spin and take on that. And to kind of make him like hop and bounce around like he is like a pulling and stretched cartoon. It just looks so good. I would die for Spyro. I would die for remastered Spyro.
Prepare your defenses. Select your hero.
Who do I want to be?
I would live for Spyro too. I would live and die for Spyro.
We don't have a tank again. Okay, I'll do that.
Yeah! Now show them!
You're making a chicken out of a feather.
Please, no Suicide Squad in the chat. That movie was apparently hot garbage.
Attackers incoming in 30 seconds.
Got one! Let's shoot for a new high score!
Announce all the characters. Well, I assume they don't
I
need to
think-
announce all the characters. because
Yeah,
they-
I think it's more like announcing the visual
Yeah.
overhaul of them. They've shown a lot of characters, but not all of them. Like I think they've been trickling them out. I think by the time it releases, we'll probably have a look at all of them. But they've been definitely like trickle feeding us information and screenshots and like leaked well, not leaked gameplay, but like you know, official gameplay footage and stuff. So like we're getting more. Like I don't think we've seen everyone, but we've seen a lot so far.
Yeah, the
Yeah, like they've added like extra stuff into the animations. Like when Spyro meets Allura in Spyro 2 now, they've added Moneybags getting kicked out of the castle. I'm pretty sure. I don't think that happened in the actually wait no, I think that did happen in the original. I'm really not sure. But like I think they've added in bits of animation.
I love that. Oh,
Like there's a bit more in the character animations, and there's a bit of extra dialogue here and there just to kind of make it flow a bit nicer, which is really swell.
I am really mad at the DC extended the cinematic whatever they're doing because my favorite characters are in the DC universe and they are fucking them up hard.
Yikes.
Like my favorite characters are all in the DC universe. Like I don't give a fuck about Marvel characters, seriously. Like only because of the movies I give a fuck about them. The DC animated shit, that is the best, some of the best stuff out there. I've not seen the Shazam trailer, Marvel. Do you know why I haven't seen that? Because he's one of the DC characters I don't give a shit about. So I'm not even gonna waste my own time with that. Like Shazam is a garbage DC character. I don't like him. So even in DC's, when DC's doing well, Shazam is not good. Like I don't like him.
My ultimate ability is ready.
Does it look really good? Okay. Does it look really
I
good?
mean, the trailer looked okay, but I have like no investment in DC, and
It's
I've
like
only
almost
seen
if they
Shazam.
do.
Like I've seen
assuming
Shazam the
money.
superhero a few times, but like that was in some sort of like cartoon episodes, and I feel like they did his character well. But then again, I don't know. I've never read him in the comics. I've never had any like
Well,
other
like
exposure
to me,
the character.
Shazam, Manik, I assume you're a DC guy. I don't know if you are, but do you know who Booster Gold is? Do you know who Booster Gold is, Sam?
Nope.
Okay, Booster Gold is a fucking B-list, like, DC... He's on the Justice League. He's a Justice League member. But essentially, Essentially, he is this guy that came from the future. So he has marginally good knowledge of the future. And he has some future tech. And that makes him an okay superhero now. But, like, really, he's a loser. He's just as much of a loser now as he was in the future. And to me, Captain Marvel, or Shazam, or whatever the fuck you want to call him, is on the same level as that. To me.
Oh, it's Shazam Captain Marvel.
Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
that explains a lot.
Yeah, no, Shazam, well, they can't call him Captain Marvel because it's going to cause brand confusion. So, his name is fucking Captain Marvel, but the thing
I
he
got
says...
really confused because I thought Captain Marvel was a Marvel guy, and now I'm kind of
Captain
like,
Marvel is a Marvel person. Captain Marvel...
What the fuck?
No, this is why everything's so fucked up right now. Okay, so Captain Marvel is absolutely a Marvel character. It's the, they're making the Captain Marvel movie.
I'm so
Yeah.
confused.
No, seriously. No, you should be confused. And that's okay because this is fucking bullshit. Yeah, like, and yeah, there's two Captain Marvels. Okay, so there's also two versions of Captain Marvel, by the way. So Captain Marvel.
Okay, here we go.
Okay, so Shazam, the male. By the way, Captain Marvel is he.
That's right. Yeah.
So Captain.
Every time I hear people talking about Captain Marvel, I'm like, which
Yeah,
one?
yeah.
I thought-
So
I thought she was
Captain
a chick.
Marvel is literally like, so Shazam is the catchphrase of like. So I'm talking about the DC version, okay? So the
Yeah,
DC,
I know it's his
DC
catchphrase.
version.
I never knew what his name was.
Yeah,
but I was
so
like,
the DC version of it. So I think they've rebranded him as fully Shazam now because they can't call him Captain Marvel because they
Yeah.
can't. Like,
because like Stan Lee's gonna sue.
well, no, he can't sue. It's just
Oh.
that he,
Marvel is
he
gonna-
is called
yeah, it's
Captain
gonna cause
Marvel.
problems.
Yeah, yeah. So. Okay, so Captain Marvel was created. Okay, Marvel created Captain Marvel so they could get the rights to the character name. Actually, I got a really good video on this subject. It's by Movie Bob, and that will explain this. But go ahead, Monik, because I'm sure you're better at explaining it than me. Because I'm
Monik
pretty
like
sure.
definitely knows his history when it comes to comic. Like this is the reason why I can't get into comics.
No,
Too
no, no,
convoluted.
absolutely, yeah. Fuck that. Fuck comics. Yeah. Yeah, the only ones
I'll read, like, if someone recommends me a specific issue because, like, it's got really good art, or they think I'll enjoy the specific closed story, I'll watch it with no outside context of the characters. I'll read it. Like, I'll read it, like, definitely, for sure. But, like, I don't think I could ever actually get into comics, like, seriously. I just couldn't do it. It has to be, like, specific to my personal interests. Then I'll read it, but, like, that's, I'll just stop reading it after that. Like, so Marvel created Captain Marvel in '67.
And this is the. But you gotta say which Captain Marvel you're referring to, Monik. So is this the female Captain Marvel, or the Shazam version, or Shazam?
No, that's gotta be female Captain Marvel because Marvel created her.
No, no, no. Marvel also created the other one. He's changed.
Then how did
hands.
DC get their
No,
hands
no,
on
no,
him?
no. This is the thing. Like it in the 80s and 90s, they had this fucking weird thing where they would share like.
Oh,
where
that's
they
right,
would
when they
share
actually were
fucking
friends.
heroes. Yeah.
When they were fucking friends
Well,
for
they
a
were never
while.
friends. They were just like, oh, it's better for both of us if we fuck around with each other's
Actually, yeah,
characters.
that's true.
Yeah.
We'll both get
So-
money.
Yeah. So all those fan fiction crossovers that you've been reading, yeah, they're not so weird. Like, they're not.
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
So Captain Marvel was created in the 30s or 40s by Facet Comics, then DC sued Facet because they said it was too similar to Superman. Oh,
No, 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 yeah, absolutely, yeah.
the
So
plot thickens.
yeah, so then they sued, maybe won, and then they have him now. Like, so Captain Marvel is literally Superman, by the way. Have you noticed how they look
Yeah.
exactly the fucking the
No,
same?
they're basically, he's Superman. Like, he's
Yeah.
effectively Superman. That's why I always thought it really confusing. I was like, well, who is this character? Why is he basically Superman? Why is he basically Superman but a child?
Yeah. Oh, Bastion, no.
Facet stopped making Captain Marvel comics, and DC eventually picked up the rights to the Captain Marvel character. But before they could get the name rights, Marvel created their own Captain Marvel. I see.
And this is
So-
this is the female version that is now getting a movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Marvel got the rights to publish a Captain Marvel comic, so DC
Yeah.
called their Captain Marvel comics Shazam. Okay. I mean, I think Shazam's catchy.
But like,
I
in the
remember it.
but in the cartoon and like the Justice League shit, they call him Captain Marvel.
That's awkward.
Yeah,
I wonder how they're allowed to get away with
Superman
that.
will go, Captain Marvel. You gotta fucking lift this thing because that's all you're fucking good at. But like they do,
Captain
but they
Marvel,
do some, they do some
I'm
fucking.
not strong enough to do something by myself.
Yeah,
But you're basically me.
But
So.
the annoying part is, you know, they actually find good uses for him because they do this thing in like in this is like the cartoons, by the way, the only thing like about DC. So it's like they there's this in for example Young Justice. It's like the teenagers, like slightly older than Teen Titans, but like not quite enough to be Justice League cartoon, which is coming back, by the way. Oh my god. Monik, are you excited about Young Justice coming back? Holy shit. Anyway, in Young Justice, they do something really cool with Captain Marvel, a character that I don't give a fuck about, but they do something really cool with in this situation. So, like, a villain does this fucking thing where all the adults disappear from the Earth. So of course the young Justice, the kid Justice League has to deal with it. So they have to kind of pick up the pieces, and then they realize that he didn't kill all the adults. He just separated Earth in two, and one Earth has all the adults and one has all the children. So then, in that situation, Captain Marvel can move in between them because he is a kid and an adult.
Right.
And it's
Yeah,
fucking awesome.
yeah.
It's
That's
really
cool.
clever.
I like that. I
Yeah.
like that a lot.
It's really clever use of Captain Marvel. And then that's the only time Captain Marvel's ever been compelling.
I think they definitely could have made him better, but I mean, I guess if he's too old rooted in like, okay, he has these skills and abilities. Like if it's too old rooted without doing a complete hard reboot of him, it's kind of like, yeah, you're a bit screwed.
Yeah.
You know, you're stuck with this character that could be better, but is unfortunately not. It's complicated. Copyright is complicated at this level.
Fucking stupid and complicated.
I mean, at this level, when your companies are that big and they're at odds with each other and they're directly like competing, like copyright gets messy. I say as I aspire to create my own self-published comics at some point.
Yeah, you can call it Captain Sarah. I mean, no other character in the world can be called Sarah.
Yeah, and I can make them look just like me, but like actually good at things.
Like,
And
you can't
then
call
everyone
anything
will call me
Sarah
an
anymore.
egotist.
even
And
though
then,
it's-
then I can sue just like PUBG did for using frying pans in a video game. and then I'll just be known as like one fucking douchebag that was egotistical as fuck.
Do you think that's just what happens to people, like, when they get big? Like,
Mitch,
Like-
I'm gonna be perfectly honest. I'm not gonna name who it is because you probably don't know them, but just either still. I've been following a streamer fairly casually. I watch his streams occasionally. I just found out a couple of days ago that he had cheated on his girlfriend. They were in an open relationship, but he'd gone behind her back and put her in situations that she was only aware of until right in the moment. She was not kept in the loop. He was constantly flirting with other people and never even like talking to her about anything, and he was fucking around other people that he was like having side relationships with as well. I recently he recently basically got caught doing all this shit. It all came to light. She's broken up with him. It's a fucking mess. And I thought he was probably one of the best guys on Twitch doing variety streaming that I had ever seen.
okay.
He was one of the kindest, happiest, most positive vibe person on Twitch I'd ever seen.
Okay, so
And to find out that he
what I'm
basically
getting from this is I should be an
douchebag.
asshole on streams. People aren't surprised when I go nuts 5 years from now.
Well, isn't that what happened to Dr. Disrespect?
I don't know who that is.
Oh,
Oh, I
he's a
do know
guy-
who that is, but I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know the thing. Yeah,
He cheated on his wife. He got caught. No one was that surprised.
Oh, great.
It's in his fucking name. His
Oh,
stream is
that's
built around
fucking
him being an
amazing.
immature fuckwit.
Yeah.
Like,
no one
and
was
I
that
will say that.
surprised.
I
If
don't
just
like
be a
the guy.
dick, like, on stream to the people around me.
But that's what's so disappointing about this guy that I've
Yeah.
been following is that I truly never thought in my life. I've read all like the posts that people have said about him, all the things that happened. I never thought in my life that he could ever do the kind of shit that he has done. I don't want to talk about it in too much detail, but he was a fucking huge douchebag. Like, I want to say some nasty language, but I won't. Like, he has done
Right.
some awful stuff. In the course of his relationship and in the past and everything, and it's just like I never even thought he could be like even potentially like I never thought a guy like him could ever be capable of doing that kind of stuff.
Right.
Because the image that he projects on his stream is so vastly different, and it's just kind of like, you know, shit. I think like just that kind of like it's easy to fall into the trap that the fame kind of gives you. And like for him, he was getting sexually involved with viewers, and you know, he tries to say I've always kept my personal private life separate from my stream life, but the second you start getting in relationships with your viewers, like open relationship or not open relationship, you're involving your private life with
God.
your,
Sorry, hang on.
you know, your streaming life inevitably. Like, and that was streaming was his job essentially. Like, that shit gets you fired in other industries. You know?
Yeah, and then like
Like-
when you're your own boss, it's like who's got the most to lose, you know? Like,
Exactly. But like the problem here was that like, you know, like he was kind of like, you know, he didn't see that it was wrong how he was, you know, and potentially like he claimed that there was no coercion with the people that he was involved with. there was all this bullshit about him distributing nudes without permission and shit. It was nasty.
Well,
But,
that stuff like that's lore involved at that point. Like,
Exactly,
you know, like,
exactly.
You can't.
But
do
mainly
that.
it was just exactly, and he will hopefully get in trouble for it because he did some very illegal things in regards to that. As
Is
far
he
as I'm
Australian?
No, American. Even still, there is law involvement.
Yeah,
in
yeah.
that
I'm
in
just
America.
trying to figure out,
Yeah.
you know, like how close to home.
Yeah,
is
yeah, yeah.
And how insane.
No, it's not that close. It's not that close to
Yeah.
home.
Like, how insane do I have to go to like even match that?
Oh no. But like, I don't think you could ever do something like that. But like, the thing that I noticed was that like, he was in like his stream. I don't want to like say what they were, but his stream rules. Now that I think about it, actually attracted vulnerable people.
Right.
You know, he
So,
created like, and
what?
I'm not saying, like he was a very like, you know, like no, like don't be rude, don't be like, you know, everyone's accepted here. You know, like I don't put up with bullshit. I don't put up with like, you know, people saying nasty things. Like I don't want to go into detail because not everyone that has a stream with really good rules is going to turn out to be a cunt. But like, it's kind of like shit. It all adds up now. That like he probably, whether he realized it or not, whether he was intentionally doing this or not, he was attracting vulnerable people to his
Right.
stream that he then eventually did effectively use and abuse. Whether he realized it or not, he was potentially accidentally abusing his power and authority. You know, because when you get involved like that, that's inevitably it kind of turns into like abuse of your position. You know, like he had people that adored him coming to him, and he you know, started getting involved with them, and it got messy is what I'm trying to say. It got really messy. Yeah, parasocial relationships. Yeah, it was a fucking mess.
Oh yeah, I know this word. This word I learned for an episode of Pixel Sip. Yeah.
It's a good
I did
word.
learn
It's a
it.
good
Yeah,
word.
it's a fucking.
But yeah, it's
wicked. Yeah.
like, and that's the scary thing that like I thought that everything about what he was doing, like I thought he was a really genuine guy that cared about people and wanted to be a good friend to his stream and was a great streamer. And to hear that he has fucked around so many people is just absolutely abysmal. And
like-
I'm not, you know, I'm sure there's still good people in the world, but it's very, very disappointing to see that someone that projected such a good image turned out to be such a fucking asshole behind closed doors. Is just like, Jesus, dude, you know, you've really fucked up big time.
Well,
here.
like now you kind of get why, you know, Ninja.
yeah,
Like he said, look, I don't want to do streams with chicks that aren't my wife. You know, like he said,
don't-
and he,
like,
and he got a lot of,
that's-
and he got a lot of shit for that. But like, I don't know, if you want to set yourself some rules like that, that's fine. Because
I can
the
see,
narrative.
I understand completely why, but I think he
Yeah.
said it in a very poor language use
Yeah, but like
publicly,
you,
which
you
is why
kind
he
of
got
get
shit.
it, right? Because every
Yeah,
time
I
you
get
do
it.
something, like people make connections. Like it's like this weird
And
thing.
there's more I can say on this topic as well. Like, I think
Yeah,
with
like-
Ninja's case, I think he should have said it in a different manner. He
Well, how
should
did
have
he say
used
it?
his position.
I didn't
I think
actually
he
read the
basically just
quote.
said, I don't actually know the quote, but from
Okay.
what I saw, people were mad at the way he said it sounded really misogynistic and kind of like, oh no, I don't want to play with other girls. But like,
Yeah. Well,
you
like-
know, I can understand the position that he's coming from and why he doesn't want to. I just think he could have said it differently.
I'm gonna actually
and
find
used
the
his-
quote because I don't think
Yeah,
think
please
that was
do.
actually the case. I think
Yeah.
I don't think so. Yeah.
Yeah, and like, but stepping away from Ninja, because he's just one person out of hundreds, maybe thousands of other content creators that probably are in this same dilemma. I watch someone called Ammunition occasionally. Squint watches her more than I do, though. She's a really cool Rainbow Six Siege streamer. I don't know if she's in a relationship or not, and frankly, it doesn't matter. That's her private life, and she obviously keeps that relatively separate from her stream. She's been playing with a friend, another streamer. As far as I know, they're only friends, and this guy happens to be a dude. And every time they stream together, apparently Squint's told me that the chat blows up with people asking them, when are they getting married? Are they together? Are you guys dating? Bullshit like that. And it's like, people can't fucking, unless it's like spelled out that someone's in a relationship, people just can't keep their fucking mouths shut. And that's definitely the reason why Ninja is apprehensive,
Yeah.
because he doesn't want people making assumptions. But I personally feel like him in his position, he could have used this opportunity to voice the fact that this is bullshit and it shouldn't be happening to people. That he doesn't want to stream with other girls because he knows what will happen, and it's a concern and a problem within streaming culture.
Yeah.
And
But you do get where it's coming from. It's not,
I do get where he's coming from.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he could have handled the situation better. I think he doesn't deserve all the flack that he's gotten, but I get where he's coming from, and it's pointed out a much deeper rooted problem in streaming and streaming culture and chat culture, and that's what I'm getting at.
Yeah, but like when you're a streamer, you become like a performer, and it's almost like a character, and people don't know that. Well, that's not entirely the case all the time.
Absolutely.
You know? Like,
Prepare to
Like the
select your
It's just like, I don't know. It's really, especially as a person that does stream occasionally, like just I have my own stream and stuff. Like, I've had some pretty interesting comments come up, and when Squint and I have both been in call and we're both streaming at the same time, we've had some pretty interesting assumptions made about either of us, like on each other's stream. Like, there's some pretty funny stories. I don't really want to tell them on Pixel Sift, on a Pixel Sift stream, but I'll tell you later. But like, we've had some really interesting things happen, and it's like it's telling of the kind of general attitude that people have. And I think the biggest problem is a lot of people are very fucking socially inept.
Well, it's like, I think,
And
like,
Twitch really attracts that.
like, I don't know, like, I think I'm pretty socially, like, equipped.
You're fine.
Like,
You're fine.
I'm pretty good. Like, wasn't
Yeah.
always pretty good, but
But that's the
pretty
thing,
good.
like,
it-
you've grown, you've gotten
Yeah.
better. You listen to people, and you're willing to listen when someone says, "Hey, Mitch, I'm not happy with what you said." You go, "Okay, let's talk about it." You know,
Let's talk about
and that's
it.
important.
Absolutely. And I've
But,
done
like,
this. Yeah. Like,
yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like,
Yeah.
there's so many people, they just say whatever the fuck's on their mind, and they just don't realize that what they're saying is
Yeah.
like, hey, you can't say that. You can't make comments like that.
yeah.
And so many people just get caught up in the whole, oh, it's just an act. That they forget that these people actually have their own fucking private lives.
Yeah.
And it's like, just like, you know, that doesn't mean you can say whatever the fuck you want to them on their stream either. But I do feel like that, to a certain point, with people like the streamer that I talked about that cheated and with Dr. Disrespect and everything, you know, they kind of get swept up in their position. I know with the streamer that I mentioned, he was very unhappy in his relationship, and he sought outwardly to improve it, but, you know, to find love in other places, evidently. But he also treated his girlfriend like shit, and he started dating her when she was 16 and he was like 24 or something, and that already screams bad news. And there was a couple of other things that he said to her when she turned 18 that were really fucking seedy. So the guy obviously already did not have a good sense of boundary and appropriate age ranges. But enough about him. I think people do, like, they get caught up, and you know, obviously some people have to save a brand, they have to save face. And it's like, you know, when I've talked to a lot of streamers of variety, and like, to a certain point, like, you know, they either have to put on like a very specific act for their brand, or they just have to like put up with bullshit. Like, I know one person, she gets a lot of really weird people that keep asking her to show them her feet. She gets a lot of foot fetishes in her chat. It's at the point where that's kind of become like a running gag on her stream. Like, she just uses that to
Well, like, you
fuel
can-
her own stream.
Yeah, you can
Like,
use that as a joke. Like,
yeah.
but are you?
Yeah.
How long are you gonna put up with that? You know, like,
I don't,
It's
like, that's
fine
up
to
to
put
her.
up with it as a
That's
joke.
up to her.
Like, like, if you can handle that, like, and you can make it a joke, but you know that
Mm-hmm.
making something a joke, and don't get me wrong, I am all for making things a joke. You know
Absolutely.
what I've like said in the past. I am all
Absolutely.
for making things
Yeah.
as a joke. Like, even if it's really uncomfortable and like, you know, not appropriate. I think if you can make a joke out of it, I think honestly, if you can, like, you know, if that's how you deal with it, and you can make
Yeah.
like a traumatic situation into a joke for you, then
Yeah,
that's
like this is
perfectly fine.
this is just for
But-
your own
yeah,
coping, for your
but
own
you
sake.
have
It
to
doesn't hurt
understand.
other people, like you.
Yeah, you have to understand that if you make something a joke, you are in a way enabling it. Like,
That's exactly
enabling,
how I see
not
it.
not
And
enabling
I
the
don't wanna-
act, but enabling the continuation of the comment.
Yeah, and I
Yeah,
don't have.
so-
I
yeah.
think she's wonderful. She's been really nice. I've talked to her a few times, and she's lovely. And I would love to get a stronger friendship with her and get to know her a bit more, like, outside of Twitch and stuff. But like, I do worry for the future of like her stream. Like, you know, like, with the day comes when she's just like, I can't fucking stand this anymore. Like,
But
what's
you'll
gonna
be
happen,
surprised.
You know?
A lot of people are more resilient than you think, or
I'm
especially if
very
you're leaning.
not resilient, which is the
especially-
thing. Like,
especially
yeah.
if you're leaning into it. Like, she's
Mhm.
obviously leaning into it. You know, like when I.
She's using it,
She's
and
obvi- like,
she's definitely.
It's the same. It's the same mechanic I use when I get trolled online. It's the exact
Absolutely.
same thing. Yeah.
And
So
I
I
wish
actually
I was-
respect
I was
that a
that-
lot
that-
because that's actually a very like. That's very close to like the way I handle things. I just
Yeah,
make it
and
into a
I wish
meme.
I was as good at handling trolls and stuff like as other people are. I get very personal about it, which is something I'm working on. I'm working on distancing myself and being like, this is just a pathetic joke. Like, they didn't even make a good joke, they made a bad joke. I'm mad about it. That's silly. Like, this is obviously not something everyone can do, but like, as someone that is pushing myself to become more and more and more in a public space that does get a lot of that flack, you know, it's kind of like you got to learn how to deal with it to a certain point. Like, because you got to be prepared for the day that it comes down, and it comes down hard, just in case.
Yeah, but like
Twitch, unfortunately, is a terrible place at the moment.
Mm.
Depending on what communities you're in, if you have a webcam or not. And that's half the reason why I don't have a webcam either, is because I don't want to give people extra fuel against me currently. I don't feel confident enough in my stream.
The reason why I don't use a webcam is I can't be bothered.
Yeah, that too. And I have terrible lighting, so I'd look like shit anyway, so it's kind of like, maybe I won't.
Yeah, all the lights are like behind me in the room. Well, yeah, maybe I'll
Same.
do a webcam one day. Like, I'm pretty open about my head.
Mhm.
Like, you know, if you go to the Pixels of Instagram page, I just realized the other day that if you go to the Pixels of Sift Instagram page, it's pretty much my Instagram.
That's hilarious.
It's just my face, or there's like no one else's head. Maybe you're on there like recently. I think you're the most recent person that's been on the Pixels of Instagram other than me. And that's when we did that 100 episode video. Thank you.
Probably. I mean,
Well, it's like I don't like to me. Like people know what I look like.
yeah, like, and I'm the same. Like, people know what I look like now too. Like, I do Pixelsys stuff. I'm pretty serious about that. So it's kind of like, well, it's not a secret anymore. I guess I just don't want it to be like, I don't know. I'm still kind of rolling out that side of things, I suppose, for myself personally. And I like girl streamers on Twitch. They have a, like, unfortunately, there's a bit of a worse situation at the moment. And I still don't really know how I want my stream to be, and the biggest reason, honestly, the lighting in this room is shit, and I don't want to have a shit looking webcam. It's no point if it looks
Well,
like
I don't
garbage.
actually know how to light a webcam well.
I mean, for me, I'd like to have a light in front of my face, and for not to make me look like I'm fucking bright yellow. The walls in this room are like a pinky cream color, and the light is like a yellow light, and it combined, everything looks yellow. Everything pale on camera looks yellow. And that's kind of gross. I look really disgusting. So, or like at night when I do the webcam for the Pixels of episodes, I always look kind of garbage because it's like dark outside and like the room lighting is bad and behind me, and it's not ideal. Like, I don't mind doing them for the episodes because it's like the standard format.
Yeah.
But if I was to do my own streams, I definitely want a better situation. Like, yeah, just for like my personal preference of how that would go. I'm thinking of getting one of those face rig things and like just getting a dinosaur avatar and just being a dinosaur on my stream and just not even commenting on it. Just like well, not even, I wouldn't even like try and act. I just have a dinosaur for fun. And if people ask me what's up with that, I'd be like, I don't know what you're talking about. Just doing a normal stream, man. Because I think that would be fun. And I could get away with a shit webcam if it's just a dinosaur. Anyway, I need to set that up. I'm putting it off. Oh, apparently I'm a colony of locusts manipulating a cadaver, which is why I look so disgusting on camera. Thank you,
Wow. Xander,
Moody's made the joke before. It's a very good joke. I think it's a bit of a long-running gag that, like, I don't exist. I'm just like, I'm a colony of insects or something.
Yeah, can confirm as someone who's met her in real life, that's totally true. Just an insect chick, yeah.
Yeah. Insect chick, I like it. I can use that as my branding. I should make a shirt design out of that.
Eat that, nerds.
Feeling better?
I get like 20% of all the t-shirt sales, by the way.
I'm actually gonna make an insect chick shirt now. Hope you don't mind. I'm writing that down.
Oh, you write that down.
Yeah. Gonna be a praying mantis wearing a wig.
Eat this, nerds!
What's up, gamers?
What's up, guys? I can't even, like, I feel like, I honestly believe that, something I've said a lot is that there's no irony on the internet. Like,
No, but it's true. It's absolutely
like,
true. Like,
you
anyone
get to
saying
do-
I'm doing this, if someone says I'm doing something ironically, they're not doing it ironically.
no, but like,
No,
you
you
get
don't
the
have to say that.
like, you get to do it ironically exactly once.
And like, you're not even allowed to call it ironic, because if you're doing it ironically, it's not ironic because you've made the choice to do it. It's ironic if someone goes, hey, it's pretty ironic that you're doing this because of Y reason. Then you go, oh shit, you're right. Like, it's ironic that I wear fucking bright pink Doc Marten boots because I've always like never liked the color.
Yeah,
pink.
yeah, but you're that then, like immediately.
Yeah.
Like you're not.
Yeah. Like,
yeah,
like it was ironic
yeah.
that I bought them in the first place, and now that I really like them, it's no longer ironic because I genuinely do
Yeah,
like
yeah.
those docs. I love them. They're fantastic.
Yeah.
They're hilarious, and they're really, really good pink. And now I've actually kind of like pink. So
Yeah.
it's kind of like, oh, well, you know. The age of irony is dead. This is the era of sincerity. I like it.
So I sincerely think
Play of the
that you get to be ironic just once.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Der Kampf ist noch nicht vorbei.
What are you doing, bro? What kind of play of the game is this?
The classic Bastion play of the game. It's been a long time since I've seen one of those.
They're usually better than that, to be honest.
Yeah, they usually are.
They're usually at least a tank or like them just blowing through a hallway with the machine gun.
Mm.
now arriving at Yijang Tower.
Like the thing with irony, it's like, oh, people like to hide behind the ironic thing. Like they're like, oh, it was ironic. But like, no, you want to make the joke? Make the joke. You know, like, come on, like, you know, do it. Make the fucking joke.
Own the joke.
You know, like own it. Yeah, fucking own it. Like, they're like, oh, it was ironic. Don't worry about it. That takes all the power away from your joke. Like sometimes the joke's legitimately funny, but someone goes, oh, no, it was ironic. They're like, no, the joke was funny. It might have been a little bit risque and offensive to some people, but you know, if you're gonna say it, fucking say it. If you don't want to own it, then don't say it.
Yeah.
Like if you think that it's gonna be offensive, don't say it.
Yeah, like it's so easy
don't
just to
hide
like,
behind
not
the
make
ironic
it,
thing.
make a joke.
You
Yeah.
know, like yeah. Like if you're not ready to fucking throw down, don't.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Round 1. Capture.
I think it's just a thing that people started doing because so they could they could hide behind the guise of being irony.
Yeah, exactly. It's like
and so they had an excuse to make shitty jokes, and when people got mad at them, they'd be like, oh, but I was doing it ironically. Just like as a way to basically make them feel like it's okay and justify. It was just like, no, you
It's
just
like,
made a
who are you
terrible
trying to
joke.
trick here? Are you trying to trick
Yeah.
the people who you're afraid of? Or are you trying to trick yourself? You know, like
Yeah,
'cause-
at that point they're tricking themselves,
yeah.
you know, because they don't want to bother thinking of a better joke. Or like an actually genuinely funny and clever joke. And it's very easy to make bad humor, but man, there's so much.
Oh no,
like,
no. That's what I think. Honestly,
Yeah.
it can be a joke, but if you want to be offensive, be offensive. You know, don't say
Yeah.
it was just a joke. You know, it's like you made the fucking joke. Don't
Yeah.
say that. Be offensive. Stick to
Exactly.
your fucking guns.
Like,
you know, like
yeah,
I don't like don't be offensive. Is what I'm like. I'm not saying be offensive,
Yeah.
but if you want to do it, you better fucking man up and
Yeah.
do it properly. You
don't fucking back up and try and be like, oh, well, it wasn't that
Yeah.
really like I wasn't
Or
actually
like,
trying.
oh,
like,
it was an edgy. Like, I was just trying to be
Yeah,
edgy. It's like, no, you
yeah.
were trying to be a dick. Own it. You know,
Yeah.
say yes.
gonna
I was
do
trying
it,
to be
do
a
it
dick.
seriously.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, fuck you.
You know?
You don't get to have it both ways. You don't get to have it
Exactly.
like, yeah, like.
But that's like just kind of,
Yeah.
I guess, the way the internet culture has kind of shifted. But
Yeah,
I
like,
think
that's
we're moving
the
away
reason
from
why,
that.
like-
I think more people are starting to pick up on that, and they're going, no, it's not ironic, mate. Like they're starting to go, no.
Yeah, it's like, you weren't
it's not
ironic,
funny.
you were being a
it's
dick.
not ironic.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
people
you
are
know
starting
what?
to speak out about it, and less people are doing it. I've seen less ironic jokes recently than I have before. I think.
Yeah,
I
it's
think
like
it's
you-
starting to slow down.
It's like if you want to be a dick, be a fucking dick. Like, you know, like.
If you have
you know?
to, like, don't fucking like half up, like.
Yeah,
turn
well, I
back
mean,
and
like,
try
you've
and,
already
hide
gone
behind
half.
a guise.
You've already gone the full distance. You know, you might
Yeah,
as well
it's like
just
you
like.
can't turn around and hide behind a guise. Own up if you realize it was a mistake. Say it was a mistake and apologize.
Yeah.
It's simple as that.
You can't have it both ways. Is what I'm saying. That is
Yeah.
my main point. Is like
Yeah.
you can't like, and like it can't be okay. Like it's like, and also for the other side, It's like you can't just strike down someone else for being offensive. And then just when it's like, okay, fine, this offensiveness lines up with my ideals, okay, it's okay then, let's bully this person. Like, it's like you can't, like, either all of it's okay or none of it's okay. It's like, seriously. Yeah.
I want to talk about happy things though. What's something happy we can talk about?
Talk about...
Talk about getting this point!
I am taking the objective.
That's true.
Join me.
So, what is fresh and funky and hip in Mitch's life right now?
Pretty fresh and funky. I'm graduating.
Fuck yeah.
I'll finally
Like
be
you
an
having your
adult.
official ceremony.
Yeah.
Nice. You get your slip of paper. Don't
Yeah.
don't be like me. Don't forget to like tip your graduation hat or whatever, because I totally forgot to and I felt awful.
Gonna pretty...
I'm back in the game.
Oh, Money bought a button maker.
Fuck yeah. I
Can you
saw
make
that
me a
Moody got
button?
yeah. I saw that Moody got new black paper as well on Discord, which was really cool. No, it's exciting
lit.
getting new art supplies, especially if it's like the main ones that you're really digging at the moment, which is swell.
This May is giving me grief.
Yeah, no, the button maker should be really fun, because then you can like start making merch for conventions and stuff locally.
Does it do different sizes? What? Like, can you put, like, do you have to buy one button maker for each size?
I think it depends on the button maker that you get. I know some can do multiple sizes, but like it depends
Also,
on
how much
money
was
you're-
it? Because I've wanted to buy one for a while, just to have, not to use for anything important. And I've always, what's always stopped me is like $200+, all of them.
Yeah.
And I'm looking for some cheap Chinese company to make like a bootleg version that I can buy, because I want to make one button.
I think there's like, I mean, when you say cheap Chinese, like, a
200,
lot
see,
of,
I told you.
a lot
What
of
did
the
I say?
Chinese off brands are actually okay.
$250 plus shipping.
You know what's
That's
terrible?
fucking
That's like
brutal.
$370 in Australian.
Yeah.
One round.
That's really cool, Mitty. Can you post when you're finished with that drawing? Can you post it in the Discord? Because I'm definitely interested in seeing that. Yeah, I mean, well, Chinese
still
model doesn't necessarily mean
$100.
bad. It really depends. You gotta just buy smart with that, because it could actually be something quite.
Yeah, well,
quality.
I mean, it
Just
depends.
on
Like,
where
if
get it
you're
from.
like me and you want to just, you know, have one for 2 minutes.
I mean, get the cheapest one then. And
Yeah.
for breaks, you're not gonna be that upset. But yeah. I think with Manik, like, because the plan is that, like, because he does comics, obviously, as you know, with our friend Stabby,
Yeah.
the Star Fox comic. He's doing stuff with me
I
now.
want a Star Fox
Like,
pin, by the way.
Like,
I want-
I think the
I want a Star
plan is
Fox
that,
pin.
like, you know, him and Stabby can do merch together, and then he can, like, send her stuff. Like, if he makes buttons, he can send her a big badge.
That's
Or,
cool.
like, you know, like, if he does a print run of the comic that we're doing together, he can make badges, characters and stuff, and, like, sell them
Yeah.
as bundles and stuff. And I can, like, do whatever I can over here, so we're kind of, like,
What would be
capturing
an
both sides of the
obscure
market.
Star Fox edgy pin that I can have? That
I
would be,
mean,
like,
official or, like fan
Oh,
made?
like, I don't know, like, I
Oh,
don't
yeah.
think I could buy an official Star Fox anything.
I think a picture of Fox holding his blaster would be pretty cool.
Yeah, like, that's too overt for me. Like, I want like a,
The Great Fox symbol?
that's just the fox with, like, angel wings, right? That's,
Yeah, I guess.
oh god.
Well, I guess it really depends, like, you know, like, you have to dig deep into, like, the game and find, like, I love symbols in games for, like, logos for companies and
Yeah,
stuff.
like, are there any obscure
Like, I'm a
symbols?
big fan of that, so, like, you know, I'm sure that there's gotta be at least one, like, maybe there's, like, a Federation symbol for, like, you know, the Cornerian forces or something.
Yeah, exactly, like that kind of shit. Like, really obscure. Like, is there a specific R-Wing symbol?
Maybe. Maybe you could get someone to design one. To design like a graphic design, like an R-Wing, kind of like a logo, like a
Yeah.
like a general purpose, like R-Wing, like this model R-Wing logo, like, you know, like it's like a series logo
Like
for
the
that, like run of
specific
particular versions.
R-Wing that he flies in this one mission.
I mean, that'd be pretty cool. Like you know how everything's got, like, you know, there's different model numbers and stuff. You could have like a little graphic design logo
Yeah.
for that model R-Wing. I think that'd be cute. Yeah, like when we talk about like buttons, we mean like the little round badges that have like a little safety pin on the other side that you can like print about, like you can like print out art from a printer, like digital art from a printer or whatever, and then like you just kind of like stamp like a clear covering over it and you have a little round like button badge thing. Because they're like definitely the easiest thing to make in your home. with the right, like, because you just need a button maker kind of stamping device, and the rest is like, as far as like mass manufacturing or producing like merch, like at home rather than outsourcing to another company.
Yeah.
So I've been looking into making enamel pins, and yeah. So I mean, they're only a couple of dollars each to make, but you know, you need to have like $200+ to get a batch of 50 to 100.
The thing with enamel pins is sometimes like the design really matters. Like you got to really like.
Absolutely.
Like the pixel slip one was relatively easy, but like
Yeah.
we had a lot of like discussions about how that exactly would work. Like.
You also have to consider, like, is this going to like be something that people will want to pay, will want to buy as well?
Yeah.
But I think it really depends. Like, you've got to have a good feel for like what the market wants.
I'm going to own all these news.
A cool pin would be like Crystal Stick and Fox's Blaster.
Yeah, actually, like crossed over or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because that's like really specific to like the dinosaur planet, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Or like maybe like here's one that you're gonna have to make, Munich, and this is the stream where Mitch gives away free ideas. Is you can just do a picture of Fox's blaster and then a big no symbol over
Oh
it.
my god.
That would be
yeah,
funny.
Like
that would
the
be a
circle
great
with
one.
The circle with the cross over it.
Yeah, like the no smoking,
Yeah.
but like the blasters in the middle. That would be fucking.
Yeah, that'd be
I
hilarious.
would have that for sure. Like that's a total like Star Fox Adventures type meme. Like
Yeah, that really is.
do it, Munich.
That's
I want
brilliant. Get Stowe to draw that. I think she would love that idea as well.
one. Yeah,
Like,
no, that's really funny. Like that's a total Star Fox Adventures like.
Yeah, it
show.
absolutely is.
Yeah. I don't need royalties for this idea. I just want one.
You just want free.
I just want one.
Good luck with that $20 shipping from America.
Oh my god.
For
At
one
what point
button.
is it cheaper for me to just buy my own button maker and make it?
It's probably just be more worthwhile you just buying your own and making it in Photoshop. Yeah, he was telling me about this. He wants to make a bunch of Pokemon buttons, but to have like a 1 in 12 that's just a shiny version, and just to
Oh,
put them
nice.
all in like a bucket or like a container, and be like, oh yeah, you know, oh this is you might find a shiny, or like just don't tell people that there's potential for a shiny, and just see if they happen to find them. Because otherwise people will dig through and then they will
Are
find
you
the
gonna
shinies.
make them at the exact like ratio of a shiny Pokemon? Like
No way, because that's like
Right.
that's like a million chance.
you'll just have to make one. I mean,
1,000 chance. Yeah, you just have to make one. But I like the idea of it being a bit more of like a potential common chance than that. Like, if you have a sign on your thing saying "get a chance to find a shiny," people are gonna fucking love that.
yeah, that's true.
It's all about how you pitch it so that people don't like start rummaging through your badges to find the shiny. Or like I think he was also saying like he was gonna like do a thing where like, you know, if you bought a badge you could like roll a dice.
Right.
And like pick a number, and if the dice lands on that number, you could trade it for a shiny. So like you could give people the chance to potentially like get a shiny version of the badge instead, which I thought was really cool.
Yeah. Pokemon's weird though, because some people don't like the shinies. Like, you know, some
Yeah.
people like I want the original one. I want my.
Well,
my
I mean,
boy.
for me, it's like I like the shinies if they have a better color palette than the original, in my opinion.
Right.
And some shinies that I like, some of my favorite Pokemon have garbage-looking shinies.
But
Caterpie,
seriously,
however, is the most perfect shiny that ever exists. And that's
But
totally not because I
seriously-
caught one when I was a kid.
seriously, Monic, the blaster with the no sign over it. Seriously, you'll earn like $1 billion. Just like sell that. My idea.
Good.
Still haven't told Squint my idea that's gonna make him rich yet. I keep doing.
Oh, you
I've
gotta
had this
tell him.
idea for the past like month, and I haven't.
You gotta just message him on Discord.
I
and just
keep
tell him.
forgetting. I keep selfishly messaging him
No.
about things I want.
That's okay. He doesn't care. He doesn't mind at all.
Nah, Monic, it's a blaster pin. If you don't make that pin, you have no idea what you're doing. You should. awesome. It's a shame the Star Fox characters don't have tattoos. That would be like a really interesting one. Yeah, so it's basically, essentially it's the blaster, but it has to be specifically Fox's blaster with, like, the big no smoking symbol over it, like the big, like, circle with the line through it.
Traveling to Nepal.
Oh, great.
Prepare
Nepal.
to attack.
Awesome.
Select your hero.
Yep, that is not, this is not the weather for this outfit, Diva. Let's put you in something else. Officer, there we are. That's better. Hey, Jack, how are you, mate? We're playing Overwatch.
No, it's like, Manik, you know, I'm gonna find you with the no smoking symbol.
No. Like, not the word no. Like, imagine the no smoking symbol, except...
I don't think he knows what the no smoking symbol is. It might be different in America.
Oh, okay. Might be.
I don't know, I'm gonna link one in chat. So, Manik, imagine this logo, but instead of there being a cigarette and smoke, it's Fox's blaster.
Yeah.
Behind the red bit. Sorry, that link doesn't work. You might have to copy and paste it into your browser for that to work.
What a nightmare.
Just because I posted a dodgy link once in my life.
Round one.
We're talking about cool, obscure Star Fox pins, Jack. What have you got? You got any ideas?
Boosters engaged.
Oh, Ren inspection tomorrow? That's something. We're gonna leave these. Oh, stay home. They're running me dead. Fuck.
Ejecting.
Wow, that was pretty brutal. Specifically a pin for, like, Star Fox Adventures. Arguably the shittiest Star Fox game, but the one that everyone gives a fuck about. Am I right, Sarah? Is
Yeah.
that...
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, it's more cult. I think a lot of Star Fox fans hate it too, but like those
No,
of us
but
that,
like,
that was
mean,
our...
like, everybody says it's the shittiest one, but that's the one that everyone remembers.
Yeah, but
You know,
I think
like-
because a lot of people played it, and that was their entry into Star Fox. was
Yeah,
that
and like
game.
no one
That
had
was
any
for me.
idea that it was a spaceship game.
Yeah,
Like it was like an action RPG.
yeah, it was fantastic. I loved it.
Yeah. Like it's the shittiest Star Fox game, but it's a good adventure game. Like it's like
Absolutely,
like, you know,
and it
like
should have been its own IP. It really just should have been its own IP,
Yeah.
but they had to slap Star Fox on it. Fucking.
You know, today that game would have been fucking made, like properly.
Oh, absolutely.
Like, today that
It
game would
would've
have been
been
like
its own IP.
gangbusters, right? Like it would be like after Horizon Zero Dawn, it'd be like, holy fuck, we got to get on this chick protagonist thing hard.
Yeah,
And
for
then
sure.
they would have absolutely.
I don't know if it would have been like. I know. I'd like to hope
Yeah.
that it would have been like a children-focused game that would have had these cool kind of like
Yeah.
anthropomorphic characters, but like I don't know. I don't feel like we get like
Yeah.
I don't know
But
if we
you
get that
you
much
know
new
that
IP.
Crystal would have had a bow instead of a stick, right? Like if it was made today, like
yeah,
for
probably,
sure,
yeah,
right?
For sure. Well, her stuff kind of acts as like a bow, like a ranged weapon as well. Like she can do a lot with
Oh,
it.
it shoots?
Yeah, it shoots like laser beams.
Does it?
Yeah,
I didn't know it did that.
it also shoots like an ice beam.
I thought it was a stick.
Nah, you can do. It's like a magic stick. It just
Oh,
does
it's,
a bunch of
I'm
shit.
sorry, it's a magic stick. Yeah.
Yeah.
This is how much this is how much I don't know about this game.
I mean, I can understand people picking up Star Fox Adventures and being like, "What the fuck? Why isn't this a dogfighting simulator?"
Because it
if they-
starts in
if
space,
they,
right?
Yeah,
No, it
it has some space levels.
Yeah.
I just think it was just a bit. It's a bit of a mess. Like it was my first Star Fox game, so of course I loved it. But I can understand for a passionate Star Fox fan, they boot up that game for the first time. It's not what they want or what they expect, and they probably don't like it, and that's fair. But I thought it was really fun as someone that wasn't really that invested in Star Fox. I really enjoyed it.
So what do you think? High def remake coming out soon?
Probably not. I really highly doubt it.
Oh my god.
I'm glad that like
if that happened, I'd probably buy a Switch immediately.
Oh,
I'd just be
God,
like, fuck
yeah.
it. I gotta get on this meme.
Yeah. I still gotta get Squint to see if he can fix my GameCube so I can play games.
You
I
actually
brought everything. I brought everything over with me when I was in Perth. I packed my GameCube, packed all my games, brought it all over.
Nice.
I'm gonna see if Squint can fix the fan because I hope the fan's the only thing that's failed in it.
Usually it's.
But we'll see. We'll see if it's busted or not. Otherwise, I might have to see if anyone's managed to get a last bastion of hope on the emulator situation. We'll see what happens though.
I just damaged myself with my own missiles. That was embarrassing.
Fully operational.
Star Fox should be standing with his foot atop a broken spacecraft with a battle axe.
Oh my god.
And Jack, let me know how Horizon Zero Dawn is going, because that is one of my favorite games ever. Alright, that's it. I'm not being Diva anymore. I'm going to be... Mank. Oh, I was our only tank, wasn't I? Nah, fuck. Oh no, we got a Wrecking Ball. Fuck it.
Oh yeah, we got Hammond. We're all good.
How there's a Teen Titans game?
I mean, there's a lot of old games.
That's another game
like,
that I think
we're
will be really good
licensed.
now.
Yeah, like if someone made it now, it would have been fantastic.
Yeah.
Peak millennial, fuck yeah, money. Living the good life. But no, I'm really hoping I can get my
Are we
GameCube back in
millennials?
action.
We're not millennials. We're
I
too
think
old
we're
for
technically
that, right?
millennials. I think
Are we?
apparently the oldest millennial is like 30 or something. So we technically are. Just everyone just thinks that we're like younger.
Yeah.
But I think that like the current like young teenagers, they're like the next generation. But I think we technically are millennials. I don't know. I think a lot of people just associate millennials with like the people that are like just leaving their teen years now compared to us. But I think that's because everyone just likes to hyper focus on what the teenagers are up to. The second you turn 20, no one cares about you anymore. You know?
Absolutely, yeah.
Like, that's all sarcasm. Like, the second you turn 20, the media just completely ignores you. You're not a focus of their attention. They want to know what the teenagers are up to. Because the teenagers are what they can, like,
the teenagers
these crazy,
are all
like, the
playing
wild
Fortnite.
teenagers. Yeah, or, you know, it's just like, well, fucking 20-year-olds all playing Fortnite too, but... No, Lucio.
That's actually good. You actually don't want the media to give a fuck about you.
No, you don't. I really don't want
don't.
the media to care about what I'm up to. Like, what people my demographic are up to. Like, just leave us alone.
Because I know they're gonna get it wrong. Like,
Yeah. I mean, if the media is talking about how we can't afford housing, for like valid reasons that we cannot afford housing that are actual legitimate problems within our society, thank you, media. But usually they just talk about how we're lazy.
Play of the game.
okay, yeah. So you're doing the Seeker mission to the Karja. I'm currently doing some Deep Machine Cave thing. Oh yeah, that's the Yeah, don't worry. That shit's awesome. I think in my streaming, I'm currently in a cauldron.
Exactly,
Yeah,
Moody. Like people are always just going to complain about the newest media obsession, and it's just the natural course of things. Like, so I don't take much heart in it. What I care about is people like falsely reporting on current trends in teen behavior and talking about why millennials doing this rather than actually like opening their eyes and realizing very quickly why millennials are doing that and why it's actually a larger problem. Like, what's causing millennials to do X is actually an ingrained problem that we all have. Like the whole, oh yeah, you know, no millennial wants to go to a Hooters store anymore to get shitty chicken wings. It's like, maybe that's because millennials realize just how fucking uncomfortable it is to be served by a sexy waitress.
Isn't that funny though? No, I actually kind of like the millennials not wanting to go to Hooters. I kind of like that.
I think it's hilarious.
Like,
I think it's absolutely
hilarious. But you know what? It kind of makes me want to do.
Yeah.
Go to Hooters.
Same.
Like if
I want to go
like,
there just
I
to
want to go.
experience it.
Like, I just like I feel like, oh my god, this is like the most hipster thing I could probably do right now, right? Like,
yeah,
go to the thing that
it's
everyone
to be a
hates.
millennial going to Hooters. But like, I find that funny that everyone's just like, oh, millennials don't care about boobs anymore. It's just like, yeah, they do.
No. I can think about millennials absolutely care about boobs.
Yeah, they
but
just
did you
like
see?
they don't like shitty chicken wings,
did you
and
see
they don't
the
like the
guys-
concept of a Hooters restaurant.
Did you see there was an analysis by a millennial of why they don't like
Oh my
Hooters?
God.
And
That's
what they
hilarious.
what
No, I
they
didn't
want
see
out
it.
of Hooters? It was fucking hilarious. I don't know if it was a troll or not, but he's like, the dude was like, I would like a store where women would instead.
Oh,
of,
I saw that.
yeah,
I saw that.
It was something along the lines of I
Yeah.
want them to listen to my problems and like. And I'm like,
That
oh
for me
my
felt
god.
super uncomfortable. Like, dude, you are a bit too sheltered. Please go make friends.
Yeah,
like
and
that's
it's
what
like-
that's what your friends are supposed to be
But
there
isn't
for. Your
he,
friends are
essentially
supposed to
what
listen
he's
to you.
describing is a Japanese style host club, right?
Exactly.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah. So
Yeah.
like, and I thought that's really funny because the Japanese totally have something like that. It's like they have
Yeah.
these bars and or cafes where like attractive people are hired to hang out, and it's not sexual. It's just to like hang out.
Yeah.
And it's for like, and it's like an equal split. It's like 50-50. It's like there are ones for chicks that are pretty
That's
heavily
pretty interesting.
male biased, like the
Yeah.
and there's ones for dudes as well, which is like women are in it, and that's fucking funny.
Yeah, I think it
Like-
kind of smells like a very interesting kind of side. Like I think in I guess the quote unquote West, it feels more like it would definitely be like a place where like, oh yeah, we just be female employees. But I think that's interesting that like in Japan they've already got like, you know, like
Honestly,
ones
I
for
think
each side of it.
the male centered ones are more popular in Japan.
But I mean, even then, like, I find it funny, like, it feels like in the age of the internet, people that would have gone to Hooters, like, wouldn't they, like, they probably would have moved on to the internet as well, instead of, like, you know, it makes me wonder, like, who was Hooters' original demographic? Like, were the people that were used to go to Hooters, were they technically the same age as millennials? Like, 10, 20 years ago?
Well, it seems like
is
Hooters...
that the case? Or is just Hooters realizing that they're just a shit franchise?
Yeah, well, like,
You know?
Hooters at
I've
one
heard
point...
that they're pretty average. Like, they're just,
Did
it's
you
just,
know
it's just
that,
average.
like, and then, like, the best comment was, like, I don't go to... The best comment, by far, is the one I related to the most, is, I don't go to Hooters because their food is shit. Like, and I was like, that is the exact reason why you should not go
Exactly.
to
That's
Hooters.
the thing.
Yeah,
like, you know.
If we are to progress, we
But I think the whole kind of idea of people potentially craving a place where they can just talk to people with no strings attached, I think that poses like a larger problem where we have a bit of a disconnection in society and people just don't know. And I think this all comes full circle back to Twitch. People don't know how to behave around other people. And maybe this was always a problem, but I think in the age of I'm just talking about it within the realm of the age of the internet, like I think people just need to learn how to socialize a bit more. Like, on a grand scheme of things, like over the internet, like they need to treat the internet almost as if it's real life. Like when you talk to someone over Twitch, it's almost as like you're a stranger and you've just initiated contact with them in a public setting. Like let's pretend I'm pulling a Bob Ross and I'm painting, like I'm busk painting in a public space. You know, which is kind of what I do on Twitch. I draw stuff in a public setting and people can come watch me and talk to me if they want to. Let's say I was doing that, I was physically painting on the streets of a city, busk painting, right? And someone comes up to me and they start being really fucking uncomfortable. Like, they're as good as a stranger as they are on Twitch. Maybe I have what they know what they look like, but like, at the end of the day, it's the same fucking thing. It's just that there's a sense of potential anonymity on Twitch, which I don't think necessarily exists. Because you're still a creepo at the end of the day, and you're still saying the same shit, and it doesn't really make much of a difference.
Well, anonymity aside, you're still behaving in that manner. Like,
Exactly.
Anonymity is not the problem.
Yeah,
Well,
exactly.
actually, yes, I think anonymity is the vehicle.
No, what I'm saying is,
Yeah,
on Twitch,
like-
people feel like they have more anonymity, so they can get away with saying more stuff, and they feel more comfortable doing it. But like, at the end of the day, if someone's being a creep in public or the internet, it's the same shit. It's like you're behaving inappropriately, you know, in the end.
Who should I be? Oh, we have no healer. Okay.
Oh, that's probably a problem.
Gamora.
Yeah,
Hey.
I just think it's interesting. Like, I don't know, I like you know, I'm no analyst, and I'm certainly no like expert on human behavioral patterns, but I do find it interesting, like watching a lot of stuff play out over internet communities and Twitch as someone that is relatively small fry, and that kind of, I guess, holds myself to a certain degree of standard as far as what I want to perpetuate on my stream personally, and the kind of stream that I desire to have in the future, I guess. I think a lot, and I watch a lot of streams that I hate. I watch a lot of streamers that I hate. Like, I'll check in with them for I'll watch them for 2 minutes just to see what they're up to, and then I'll leave. But I browse a lot of streamers, because I like to find new people to watch, and I'll often find people that I just don't like. But I'll watch them for a couple of minutes just to see what they're about. I mean, I'm not going to do anything. I'm not going to send them hate mail.
It's really.
I just choose to ignore them after that. But it gives me a very big idea of what is out there and how some people, I guess, how some people use Twitch as a platform, viewer or streamer.
Do you follow Stephanie on Twitter?
No.
Okay, I recommend it because Stephanie's got some interesting shit that she posts. Because Stephanie is our friend that's working out of Japan at the moment, and and she posted something the other night where she's trying to watch Twitch streams to get better at Japanese. And she commented that a lot of the Japanese streamers, all they do in their Twitch streams is hit on their female characters, consistently.
Wow.
And I was like, I've never seen I've seen, apparently it's chronic. It's the main reason why people go to their channels. They do this joke where they hit on the characters.
Are these male or female streamers hitting on female
I think it's
characters?
male, but I assume it's both. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, potentially.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Her tweet, I'm gonna pull a tweet because I found it super interesting.
Yeah, send it to me, I'm interested.
I'll read it to you. Where's my Twitter? I think I favorited it. I also like the perspective of an Australian moving to Japan to work on games. I think that's
absolutely
fascinating.
Yeah, for sure. It's a very and I don't know. I'm just glad that Stephanie's had success. Fuck, I wish that were me. I wish I could get a goddamn job in the games industry, but I just need to work a lot harder because she's worked way harder than I have.
That chick has put in the fucking work.
Yeah.
I don't know a single moment where that girl hasn't been drawing something.
Yeah. I wish I had that kind of drive because I just don't. I've lost it. I used to have it in high school, and now I'm just kind of I don't know what's happened to me. I've just kind of completely fell out of it.
I think you know what, Sarah? I think she's mastered the whole you know my philosophy is it's not getting motivation, it's working in the absence of it.
Yeah.
And I think she's got it down.
Oh, absolutely.
You know,
I completely agree with you. I completely agree with you. I force myself when I draw. It's because I'm forcing myself to. Out of my own sense of self-imposed guilt. And
okay,
maybe that's not too healthy, but I'm working on getting it better.
Alright, here's Steph's tweet. Okay, trying to listen to Japanese Let's Play vids for practice, but it gets annoying when every Japanese Let's Player starts hitting on the anime game characters. So I don't think she didn't even mention whether it's dudes or chicks.
Okay. But she's obviously just going for whatever.
I assume it's dudes.
Probably dudes, yeah.
Okay. It's the equivalent of watching DSP calling every female Metal Gear Solid character so hot, but instead it's kawaii. Shut the fuck up. You just play the game.
Oh my god, that's hilarious.
I'm just imagining her saying that.
I can hear her saying that.
Oh my god, she's awesome.
Jesus Christ. Did she say DSP?
DSP, I don't know who DSP is.
I know who DSP is.
Okay.
He's a douchebag.
Oh, he's a douchebag? Okay.
You don't need to know anything more about DSP.
Yeah, it's been watching Japanese Ace Attorney. I swear, every Let's Player comments on how cute the assistants are, and also shrieking at every plot twist. Maybe that's how you get viewers.
I think it might be.
Yeah.
I don't know. I guess it really depends on what viewer group you're going for. Because at the end of the day, everyone is going to be making their focus on attracting a certain demographic of viewers.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
You know, and it's just like, and you got to go hard or go home with your brand inevitably. For me, I'm a bit wishy-washy.
I feel like
but-
we're a bit wishy-washy on this show.
Yeah.
Like we
Yeah,
don't
we are.
we
We
don't really
absolutely
take hard stances or anything, and we don't really
Yeah.
like go too extreme one or the other. Like we could honestly be like, "Hey guys, what's up? It's Mitch
Yeah,
and Sarah
but like
here."
I like people. I watch people that are like us. I watch people
Yeah.
who are casual like us, who talk casually like us, and I prefer that. That's my demographic. This is my demographic.
Yeah, that's true.
You know, like
Yeah.
that's the thing. And like I want my personal streams to be like that too, because that's the kind of streams that I watch.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't watch super entertaining personality type streams. Actually, the most entertaining personality type person that I watch on YouTube is probably Tom Scar. But even then, I watch a lot of his very
yeah.
I watch a lot of his very
Yeah.
casual B-roll things as well, but I find his humor is very, very entertaining. I love his humor. And the guy does a lot of like very casual stuff as well. And I don't know, like he's one of like he doesn't feel like he's forcing it too much. It feels
Right.
like he's just genuinely trying to make funny jokes, like harmless funny jokes, and he's got the right personality, I think, for it. Like I wouldn't like categorize him like I'd categorize Markiplier or Jacksepticeye or something, because it feels more like they're much more animated than Tom Scar
Yeah.
in a much stronger sense. They're similar, but like I don't like people that are that animated. I'm sure they're both lovely.
You know what I learned
gentlemen,
about
but I don't
Markiplier
want to have
recently?
anything to do. I don't want to watch them.
You know what I
What'd you
learned about Markiplier recently? His brother draws the Two Kinds webcomic.
Yeah, you've told me about that before.
Oh, okay. I'd learned that recently. I was like, oh, that's cool.
Oh, actually, wait. Either I know. I think I actually saw a post online of it somewhere.
Didn't
I
make,
was like,
did,
oh, yeah,
didn't make the
whatever.
connection. I was like, oh, okay, cool.
Yeah, I mean, at the end, like
I like that
who
comic,
cares?
and I like Markiplier. Nice.
It's like, oh, whatever.
Who do I want to
I
be?
think dogs should vote too. Manu.
Dogs should not vote.
Oh my god. I think like
Dogs would just vote for like. Dogs would vote for the McDonald's party or something. I would. Actually.
yeah, you're right.
To be
they
fair,
would.
I
They
would probably vote for the McDonald's party, but
Your safety
Yeah.
is my primary concern.
oh, we're defending. Okay.
I like the noise of you starting to take a sip from your cup as you talk there briefly.
Like the
It's
echo.
such like it's such a
Yeah.
distinct sound of like wind, like
Yeah.
air moving through a cup.
Gilda,
Oh jeez.
Attackers incoming. Defend objective A.
Mm.
If a dog could verbalize its thoughts, I'm pretty sure a dog would make a pretty good president.
Yeah.
Oh, the fucking turret's coming in.
Ooh, this Joe's just fucking wall riding over there,
I
like
know,
the
right?
champ he is.
Oh, they're going to reach
Proving
as
that
well.
he is better than all of us.
Whatever, Diva.
I might need to get some lunch after this game. I'm super hungry.
No worries, yeah, I think it's a pretty good place to end. Is
I'm doing
Squint
pretty
with
well.
you?
It's like,
Is Squint in the room with you?
nah, he had class today.
I wanted to ask him to find a person left to raid.
Oh, I can quickly find someone.
Yeah, no worries. It won't take long.
Yeah, I mean, it'll give me 2 minutes once we're done with this game, and I'll find
Trying to
someone.
exploit Squint as a user.
He'll just constantly tell you to raid anyone that's playing Rainbow Six.
Yeah, I know, right? Like, come on. It's like,
I'll actually find you like potential variety. He just wants you to find someone.
find me a
playing
Japanese
R6.
streamer consistently hitting on the
Oh my god, maybe not. I won't know. I don't know Japanese.
call
How
set.
am I gonna know if they're constantly hitting?
Gilda, for now.
What if I get someone that isn't?
Well, then, you know, that's not really my problem.
Oh,
Then you weren't trying hard enough, Sarah.
oh, is that what Johnny would say, Mitch?
Yep, absolutely.
Oh,
Look what I've become. Become
look
the
what you
killjoy.
have become.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
They got any Australian games in your stream in your Steam library that I can borrow for tomorrow's, sorry, this week's.
Ooh,
thing?
I don't know if there's any that you guys haven't done yet. Wait, this is Pixel Step Plays?
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. Cool.
Can you search your Steam library by country of origin?
Nope. Don't think
Why
so.
not?
I don't know because maybe it's not necessarily put in Steam.
Oh
like it's not
my
in the
God, so
game
annoying.
like description.
Because
think
James
it-
has like
yeah,
a
I think
thousand
that would-
games that I can
That
pick
would
from.
be absolutely
Yeah.
swell if you could though. I would love that because I would love to see what countries my games have come from, like where the studio was primarily resided in, like where the studio was founded in per se.
Yeah.
Because you've got like the studio and then the publisher. Sometimes there's multiple, and it just gets kind of like confusing.
Oh
shit!
shit! Holy fuck! That was.
Are we like running out of games for Pixel Soup Plays?
Yes, actually.
No.
Well, games that I
gotta
don't
wait.
have to buy. I have heaps of games I can play,
Right.
but like,
Yeah.
because as you
No,
might
that's
not
fair.
know, Pixel Civ viewers, we do not have much of a budget for games, even though we do play a lot.
And we don't always necessarily get free keys.
No,
now,
we
you
don't.
might
We have to
think,
buy- we have
oh,
to buy
yeah,
a lot of
every
them."
person
Yeah.
that does this gets free keys. No,
Absolutely
no,
not.
we
We don't
We
ask
do-
for free keys. We barely ever ask. We only ask if like, I don't think we've ever asked. I think.
I think we've been offered
Yeah.
free keys.
Yeah,
Like-
and
like
sometimes
the
when we're
devs-
offered keys,
the
we don't
devs
take
have
'em.
offered
Yeah.
us. Yeah.
I think I have asked once or twice, just like as a joke, and then I've got them.
Start the victory timer. It won't be long
and
now.
then
Yeah,
I've
we've
like-
done both
yeah.
Hollow Knight and Brief Battles, unfortunately. So
Yeah, we have done both. Yeah.
heck, we'll have a look.
At that. Too
Hell
late,
yeah.
Lucio. Too late. That was fucking amazing. Have you seen this play of the game? I know what this is gonna be. It's gonna be fucking awesome. Everybody check us out. This was fucking lit.
Oh, I know what this was.
Holy shit. This was amazing.
Yeah, this is intense.
Bam!
And the Mercy Rest.
And the Mercy Rest as well.
Oh my god.
Vote. Everybody vote for the Diva. Please. And Sombra. We'll vote for Sombra.
We'll try and find someone in Twitch Australia.
Yeah, try and find someone in Twitch Australia. I like this recent players button.
Mm.
Who was Diva? There we go. View profile. Send message. Error has occurred. I can't send this person a message. I usually congratulate people for their epic plays, but I guess not. I'm not gonna do that.
Is there anyone that you're following that's on at the moment on Twitch?
Let's have a look. Couldn't find anyone?
I'm still looking. I mean, there's people, but like, I don't know if we want to raid those people.
Nah,
You know what I
yeah,
mean?
No worries, yeah.
Like, I don't want to raid someone that's like completely like, you know, an asshole.
They're a Nazi.
And then I don't
They're like, oh
realize that
shit,
they're
we
an
raided a Nazi.
Exactly. Like, you never know. Like, it takes me like at least a while to like watch someone to figure out if they're like chill or not. And
Yeah.
a lot of these people don't have enough info in their bios for me to get a good judge of character.
Oh man.
There's a few people playing Overwatch, but I don't know. I think it'd be nice if we could like, you know, send the viewers off onto another Overwatch stream.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Like, we're like the highest Overwatch stream.
Do 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 do.
Like, the people that I'm following, we've already rated them before, so I don't know.
Yeah. No worries. Let's try this person. Oops. Well, thank you very much, everyone, for joining us. It has been a good stream of new business ideas, and I don't know. What else did we talk about? Forgot. Getting angry at
I don't know. Talk about
Star Fox not
stuff.
being a thing.
Yeah.
Thank you very much for joining us. The next time this channel goes live will be tomorrow night. James and I will be playing Destiny 2.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, you free
That
to
should be
mod that
fun.
one, Zara? You gonna
Huh?
mod for me?
I should be actually. Wait. Oh, if I get home from work in time. Actually,
No.
yeah, I should get behind.
It's not a big deal.
Yeah, I should be fine. No,
Alright.
I'll like. I always think, oh no, I'm not gonna be around. Then I remember that like you guys are behind, so of course I'll get home and work from time. Like you guys will start like 2 hours after I get home from work.
Works out pretty good.
Yeah.
See ya, Jack. Thanks very much for joining us. I will leave you with Azza.
Cheers, guys.
All right. We played your game too many times, Jack. I love your game, but we've already played it so many times, and we'll do another one where you guys come on. All right. Take it easy.
Bye.
Raid. I still don't really know 100% how this raid thing works, but yeah. Catch you later.